I'm a fan of the culture, period. So you'll know me. I'm SP1, Soul Pro 1, based out of Chicago. Vinyl Cypher is a fellowship that brings people in to buy, sell, trade, and play vinyl.
Wow.
Us on Facebook. This is Vinyl Vitals every Thursday, 8 to 10. The discussion is about people's career with vinyl, how you live with it, how you've built a career with it, how you collect it, or the origin of your crates. Today we have a original person who took the vinyl, put it in the market, and helped somebody grow their career with vinyl in the market. We have Master T, who's original DJ, part of MC Light's early career and his own career. And we're going to ask him about how he got in the game, how he then connected to keep his career in the market playing for artists, and where he is now involving and innovating in the market. Many of us have collected vinyl, but Master T, tell us where you got the name from.
I got it from the old school. It came to me. It called me. I've been Master T since, man, late 70s. That's been me, Master T. High school, that's just been my name.
Your name, your government name, correct?
But that's not my government name.
Oh.
But my government name is Terrence Thomas.
Oh, I thought that. See, I don't know.
I tell you.
All right. So
my professional stage name is DJMASTERTEE.
So who influenced you to be Master T? Because you say you got it from the old school. That means somebody impressed you, and you was like, oh, I'm coming after that.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I got it from a little influence from Grandmaster Flash, the Furious Five. That whole Sugar Hill Gang thing, and I just wanted to be a part of that, and I just came up with that name.
Oh, that's a good name. That worked for you. As I ask everybody, what introduced you to vinyl or DJing? And then I'll know what next question I can ask.
My mother turned me on to music, to vinyl, to the 33 and the thirds, the 45s, the 7-inch platters. My mother turned me on to music.
Not a better person. There is nobody better than your mama. The person who let the flower bloom out of her garden. You dig?
Oh.
With that being said, there was a time you saw the vinyl. Do you remember your first time touching a needle?
Yes, I remember as a kid, as a little boy, like, I think my mother gave me this close and play. And the close and play was like, you put the platter of the close and play was the size of a 45. So okay. When you put the album on top, you had all that space that wasn't on, where the vinyl went over, but the little platter didn't go but so far, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But I do remember just putting the needle on the record. That was one of those thick white arms, and you just hit the close, you play it. You just close it, and it was just, and it had the speaker right by the tone arm, the plastic tone arm.
You know what?
Back.
You know what that is? How old were you? How old were you? Do you think? Can you recall?
About 7.
You know how these kids be 3, 4 years old, already know what channel on the internet to go to? Records was like that for us. We saw them jamming. We wanted to do it. We see these kids see the parents on the computer, the phone. They know how to cut it on, cut it off, go to YouTube, go. So just like a calf out the womb, stand up on 2 legs and roll. I hear you. I hear you.
Yes.
Yeah. That's crazy. And that's so innovative that the family was the origin for you. And then obviously you had peers. So you're playing records. Do you have records before equipment or equipment before records?
No, I had records before equipment.
Okay.
I have records before equipment.
Okay, I'm gonna jump ahead.
I actually still have one of my first records.
Don't do that. Don't. You're talking tough.
No, I'm dead ass. I have one of my first. I do have one of my first records. I believe one of my first.
So okay, what record store? What year? What's the record?
I don't remember the record store.
Okay, see, I say you was
I
talking.
don't remember the record store.
All right,
But the record, Michael Jackson,
of course.
got to be there.
Hey, Double Up by Jazzy Jeff, crazy. That
See,
Double Up by Jazzy Jeff gotta be there. It's crazy.
Don't let me go pull it out for you.
If you ain't gonna play it, don't talk tough. Once again, let's go back. This is Vinyl Cypher, Vinyl Vitals. He ready. You gonna play it. If you pull it out, you gotta play it. I ain't no woman, no homo. But if you can't talk crazy if you ain't gonna get the work in. So don't bring no record.
I actually could play it, but I want to see how good your knowledge is.
Oh, I'm with the
now.
smoke.
Okay, so what was the Jackson 5 first album?
It was Not in Gary, and it was Big Brother. I could be wrong. I got doubles of Big Brother, which was not on Motown, 45, and I got a boot white label.
What was the name? Okay, so for example, what was they? All right.
On Stelly Records, right? Stelly Records.
You know what? We're gonna do it like this.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready.
Commercially, everybody thought it was this album right here. It's this album.
No, that's not Motown, but it's.
No.
Is it Chess?
Listen. I said commercially. Listen.
Yeah. Is that Chess though?
I'm giving you front and back.
Is that Chess Records though?
No, this is Motown.
Okay.
All right, this is Motown. Are you familiar with this album?
Yes, but I thought it was it's a.
Oh no. Are you familiar with this album?
Yes.
Okay. Everybody think this is their first album. The world thinks. However, this right here, bro.
Damn.
Is the first album, brother. With Johnny, cousin Johnny.
On the drums or the
67 to 68. I'm putting up there so you can see, brother.
I'm here. I'm with it.
Feel me? And it's pristine. Oh, you see how I keep my stuff in plastic, right?
I love it.
Right. You see the plastic, right?
Hey, I'm trying to be like you.
Okay, but hold up. But how the record is pristine, still in this paper.
I got a big question for you about the Jackson 5 and Buster in a minute.
Okay?
Yeah.
Official tissue, brother.
I love it.
A little silent now.
No, I'm over here heart beating fast. Records do something for me.
Okay, and just so you know, Big Boy is on there. It's the fourth cut. Just so you know, brother.
Okay, yeah. I'm up. Like I said, I got 245. I don't have that. I got white label. I'm not as fortunate as you. So, with that being said, and we're going to go more into your origin. I was surprised they let Buster get all that Mike and Jackson 5 on that new album. Man, he got some heat. Them samples they cleared from Buster. I was like, how did they do that?
I don't know, but they did well. They did really good. It's phenomenal.
So he go after a smoker with Young, what was it? Young, whatever.
Somebody's making an appearance. Look at this. Somebody's making an appearance.
That's what they do. They want attention too. The dog hops all in the interview. What's the pet name?
His name is Hashi.
Hello, Hashi.
That's Hashi.
So okay. Back to making a house. So real quick, they let Michael do a skit. They throw drums over it. Buster then takes it, spits, then come with the same sample, slow it down, and put Kindred on it. That was crazy. I don't even know.
That's one incredible album.
I didn't know.
That Busta Rhymes album is incredible.
I'm gonna be rude. I think King's Disease was great, but Busta album should have won a Grammy. That was crazy.
Listen, bust the whole album from
Yes.
when you drop the needle. I'm gonna say, if you got vinyl, you drop the needle, hit play on the C, you just let it rock.
Man, smoke. And then he changed Mariah Carey whole style where she freestyling. I was impressed.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Then
sir.
he took BBD and made a whole
Absolutely. Them drums and the way he's flow over, the way the drums go, bam, 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 bam. He killing it.
Man, look, him and
What's
Slip.
what's your favorite song on that album, though?
And once again, it's the Michael joint.
It's the Michael joint.
That he got away with it. And I like the ODB joint, but it's ODB already reused.
My favorite joint is the one with Master Farad Muhammad.
Oh, talk about
with Rick Ross.
Talk about before Chris Rock do his
with the one with Rick Ross.
We just had a big conversation. Ross is coming with heat on everybody's album. Freddie Gibbs,
that right there. But when you listen to it,
everybody, I got all the vinyl.
But listen, but when Buster comes and you hearing him flowing over the sample, but then the sample turns into the live instrumentation.
That's crazy.
And then you just hear the Rhodes.
And
then he just do acapella with it. It's sick.
Look, this a conversation after. This is supposed to be about you, but hey, I love it. Thank you. Look, thank you. Thank you so much. So I got to go back to you. This is the conversation I have with the bros. You just made yourself bro. And he making this way the whole conversation. So, okay, you get the vinyl. You showed us that you keep it real and keep it clean, which I treasure, obviously. You get an opportunity to get some equipment. What was the first equipment either you played on or someone taught you on?
My first pair of equipment would be the Pioneer PL512 turntable, belt driven.
Oh.
I had 2 of those. I bought them on. I'll tell you, matter of fact, I bought them at the Wiz.
I don't know about the Wiz. I'm sorry.
Wiz was a record store.
Explain.
Basically, it was a store on Jamaica Avenue in Queens. So I bought the Pioneer PL512s with no needles and no cartridges. I just bought the turntables, have them in the box, got on the bus, and took them home.
Dedication.
I mean, a little mini, I believe, Gemini mixer. Either the Gemini or Newmark.
Look, people don't talk about mixers that much. Come on, Newmark or Gemini, which one?
It was one of those 2. I can't remember, but I still have the turntable. First of all, I still have the turntable, but more than that, I still have my first record player as well. And my first stereo, a little mini.
Man, okay. And once again, how old were you when you got this equipment?
9.
What was the hustle behind it? Family support, or you figured a way?
I was bagging groceries.
And what I'm gonna say may not work for y'all on the East Coast, but I'm in a blue collar Midwest, Chicago base. That square hustle to get what you want, not just keeps you out of trouble, but then gives you drive to have ambition to become who you are today. And I use that so people can understand. Sometimes you don't have to do what everybody else do because you have a whole different process. And you know if you go their direction, you ain't gonna be able to do what you want to do.
That's true. That's
right,
true.
Right. So
it just takes so long to get it though. You know, when you work in that job, it's
worth it. What they say, fast money ain't good money because it's gone.
That's when minimum wage was $3.25.
Hey, I started when it was $4.75. So I understand the hardship. McDonald's gonna make $15.50 in 2022. So that's a whole nother issue. You have one turntable. You got your.
No, I bought two.
Oh, excuse me.
I know the price. $150, $110. And that was with the tax. I remember that.
Look, I'm gonna make you mad. I started off with my stepbrother's Gemini belts, and then got 2 Technique 1200s from a pawn shop for 150 a piece. And I walked out of there like, this is probably 95. I was like, y'all don't know what y'all just did. They changed my whole life. Yeah.
I remember when if you're talking that, I remember when I stepped it up to I think I was about 15. About 15, and I got my pair of Technique 1200s.
Okay, we're gonna start there. Go ahead.
Brand new, hold up, but brand new. $250 a piece.
They 2,000 right now.
Right now.
Not in the box.
And I still have my first set right now.
Oh, congrats. So that means you still got the plastic cover? I got my plastic cover, but it's busted in the mud. Got a big crack in it.
I'm looking at it. I have my first set right now, and I think I took off the hinges.
Yeah. But I'm saying, is the plastic cover somewhere?
The plastic covers right there. I can see the plastic covers.
Yeah, they sell them plastic covers for $200, not a turntable, just the plastic.
Don't make no sense.
That's crazy. Yeah. They stopped producing them, so I get the value of them. It's like original rolls, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get it. I get the whole. There is no ingenuity like that technology of a Technique 1200 origin. So I get it. They last like a tank truck.
Yeah, they still work.
Yeah, you can't stop them. So okay, I'm jumping ahead. We go from 9, you collecting, you get belt drives, you're 15. Okay, what's the innovation? You tired of pushing that belt? What's going on?
Well, I just know that once I seen other DJs using those Technique 1200s, how they was like, they would hold when you're scratching. But what makes it dope about, before I had my techniques, I was nice on those belts. So I had a light hand. So when I got some techniques like a tank, you can go crazy. If you nice on the regular equipment, you incredible on some real equipment.
I tell these kids now who try to get on the techs, you better put some weights on your arm, because your hand gonna be too heavy if you ain't start with belts. The belts made you have a fingertip.
That's
like
true.
A feather fingertip. You knew how to.
Yeah, and exactly. And did you know how to tighten your belt when the belt got a little loose? Did you know how to tighten it?
I better tell you a real ghetto.
Hold up. We used to just dip it in alcohol.
Oh, no.
Wipe it clean and put it right back on the platter.
I went and found a matching rubber band and cut it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, okay, you leave belts, you get, because you tired of people showing out. So in between 9 and 15, do you get a gig or get to show your collection and play for people with the belts?
Yes, I remember at a small club. It was like little club in the hood.
Come on.
I'm just saying it was a little club in the hood, and somebody just asked me to play, just a little get together thing. And I was playing the Eighth Wonder, Sugar Hill Gangs, and all that, super rapping and all that stuff. And then, hit them with a little bit the funk, the Parliament and Funkadelic and stuff like that. So you give them a variety.
So with that being said, was it a paid gig or not a paid gig?
You know what? It wasn't even a paid gig. Now that I remember about it, it wasn't even paid.
People don't know how real that question is. That shows
I just thought about it. I don't remember getting paid for that. They owe me some money from back then. I would just, you know what it was? I was just happy just to play.
Look, with interest.
With interest.
Yeah. So then.
And the mix I had, I remember now, was up and down. And it was a Gemini.
Okay. So, okay. You do that. Was it for family? Oh, you said it was for the neighborhood.
Not for, I would say for the neighborhood.
So, but here's a bigger question that I always ask people, and you're going to find this very interesting. When did your family, like mother, father, uncle, people who you admire, you thought you need to impress them and play for them? So in my example, my father's sister got married. Their reception, they was like, come on and play. But once I got there with my belt drives and tore it down, my family was like, oh, you really like records?
Oh
They
man.
thought I was weird buying records like from like 7 years old. But once I played for them, when did your family say, oh, he for real?
When I was 9, my
Okay,
mother
what
knew.
happened?
My mother knew. She said, you know records, you know rhythm, you know beats, you know what jams to play. So my mother always knew that. Like I just got it from her. The rhythm, back then listening to WBLS, those master mixes. They didn't call them master mixes then, but basically just hearing what was going on, what Frankie Crocker was playing, and other DJs and Ken Spiderweb, and just hearing these pioneers playing these jams. I want to play them jams too.
Oh man, I can only imagine New York radio back then for a 9-year-old.
Crazy, crazy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do what's tag this thing? I've been trying to get on social media since I've been talking to you. You hear the radio, you're 9, and you're doing this. Okay, so at 15, when you get those turntables, are you still a solo DJ, or do you get involved with other crews or anything?
Yeah, I was in other crews in Queens, throughout Southside Queens, Jamaica. I was playing in different parks like Lincoln Park, Ajax Park,
You wasn't
121.
carrying all this equipment by yourself. Let's show some love. Who's helping you?
Oh, I wasn't. No, it was like some of the crew that I was with. I wasn't carrying. I was helping carrying records. We didn't have the dollies. You know what I'm saying? We were just pushing equipment, going to the spots, hooking it up to the light
make it
pole.
more visible for us. Come on, that's real talk. Like, let me explain something to you. What like really made me excited, right? So someone went to New York, came back. They was like, Herc want to come to Chicago. I had a way to get him here. And when Herc talked tough to me, I've never turned back. And this is '01, right? So the stuff we're talking about, Herc didn't even know he was innovating for us to have occupations, or there to be a $1 billion, $1 trillion universal concept of Black culture existing. So I'd be searching for like you with all the experience and before you even had a career, expressing what kids miss out. So
I mean, it was a hobby for me. It was like just having fun. It's like,
yeah, I got you.
especially on the weekends. During the week you got school and things of that nature. But when the weekend hit, you get to play. You know what I'm saying? You going out, where we playing at? What other crews is playing? Because there's always people who got like different. You have people who got the real good equipment, and they got the so skills. Muhashi, that's my record.
Hey, the cat was on my turntables the other day. I was
no, I don't play that.
Right, man. Hey, you preaching to the choir.
Behave. Okay, so I mean, for me, like I said, it was a real hobby. We just playing out and stuff like that. But there was some crews who had better equipment, better sounding equipment, and then you had other crews that had like decent sound but was better skilled.
That's crazy. Look, you aren't as detailed, but I'm still excited about the smoke. This is crazy. So when did you feel you were a solo act as a star?
About 19, 18, 19.
What happened? How did this happen? Someone selected you. You was jamming. So AD told us great stories last week, but here's AD. Like, I have to just recant. He was DJing. LL pulls up. Man, you know what you need to play? Go in his crates and grab Funky Presidents. Oh no, it was it was Funky Presidents or Honey Drippers. AD, if you hear, tell us correct. So, and then he gets on and show out. So I'm saying, what was your show out moment at 19? You knew you were the star that then had a career?
I just knew that I knew how to put records together. I knew how to blend. I knew how to cut. And I was doing those intricate cuts, not just those straight booger, 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 booger. I was going in.
Do I have an echo? Did an echo come in? Because I was doing the internet.
Oh no, you just came back on. So what I was saying, like I was doing intricate cuts back then, like the fast cutting, bringing it back, catching it, doing tricks.
Sound like a cow bill.
Training.
Huh? Oh.
So I apologize. Family was walking in from work. So you was doing tricks. How did you learn the tricks? Just emulate other people, or you had?
Like I would see somebody do a trick, but then I'll take it a step further.
What kind of? Explain. Give me.
For example, like if you was the backspin, right? You backspinning, but I would turn around and backspin. I would cut with my elbows. I do this trick with my foot, my thigh, my leg, my feet, stopping the record with my feet. You know, doing a turnaround and put a pause to silence. And when I would point to the record, you hear the bam.
How long did you take those tricks out and about?
I'm sorry, you got cut off.
I said, how long did you take those tricks out and about? The turnarounds and the.
I was taking it with me all the time. Once I start doing it and start perfecting it, I was doing it every chance I can get.
SP, mute one of your mics. SP, you echoing.
Go ahead and take over the interview, Smoke City Radio. This is Vinyl Vitals every Thursday, 8 till 10, here on Zoom for exclusive content, and then on Smoke City Radio National. Please, Smoke City, step in.
Oh, what's up, T's K's? A long time. I ain't seen you in I don't know how many years. Last time me and you linked up. Me and Adrian came to your crib. Over there, you stayed across from Lost Boy Park.
I remember that. Yo, as soon as I saw the face, it clicked back, brother. How are you?
I'm chilling, man.
This is like a reunion. This feeling good right now. It's like a reunion.
Yeah. When you said that Riviera with the pimp wheel on the back.
Oh, see, you see. Now people still think I'll be lying about that. You know that car was legendary, right?
Yo, you'd fit in Chicago because Chicago was doing it like that. They put the rag top on it.
But listen, people didn't know that car had cable in the 80s. I had cable. People didn't even know I had cable in that car with the VHS.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
Candy apple red with the wheel in the back.
Yep, and you was right across you from Lost Boy Park.
Lincoln Park, yes sir.
A lot of legends.
A long time.
A lot of legends was in that park. NBA legends, rap legends, DJ legends.
That's when people, legends. You know what's funny? That Lost Boys video, that's when everybody found out where I lived at. Because I should be really on the low. I didn't want nobody to know where I lived at, you know?
Yep.
That video, that was over. Yeah, that was over.
Word.
So I'm back. What you have to say, Smoke City Radio?
No, go ahead. You think?
Grownish, did you have any questions before I continue the interview? This is every Thursday where we have Grown Manish podcast sharing the interview, Smoke City Radio, who's turning it national, and then the Zoom that has been happening during the pandemic, personal conversations about the origin of different DJs, legends' career, who has increased our market. So do you have any questions, Grown Manish Radio?
Yeah, actually I do, you know, because like it's a younger group, excuse me, I got my phone up. It's a younger group or a younger audience rather, you know what I mean, that may not be familiar like what you guys do. So how do y'all like reach out to the younger guys out here nowadays?
Well, I just keep doing what I do, you know what I'm saying? And hopefully they like it. And I just gotta continue to be me. I respect the young people. I'm not a hater, like, because the young guys are getting it right now. I respect them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
But at the end of the same time, before y'all, it was us.
Right. That's absolutely true.
So I listen to the new stuff. A lot of it, it's okay. There's a few things that I like.
And we all can agree with that. It's a lot of stuff that we like and dislike nowadays. So.
Absolutely. But I respect it all as an art.
Okay. Because like it's this whole conversation that's circulating around in the younger community that the older cats like seem to not gravitate towards them, or they can't connect with them in certain ways, which I don't understand. And then when I talk to older guys like you, older cats like you gentlemen on here, you know what I'm saying? I get a different point of view and I get a different angle and a different perspective after speaking with you guys. So I just think it's just like a major disconnect on both sides, to whereas like, maybe y'all can come together and collaborate on some things like the youth and the older generation.
I mean, that'd be nice, man. Like I said, I listen to everything. I don't have to like it to appreciate it, though. It's a difference for me. I appreciate the art.
Okay.
I'm gonna say something like what Carmen said. I'm not disliking it because I'm hating. If I don't like it, I don't like it. I'm not a hater.
Right.
I just don't happen to like it.
Right.
But I respect. But see, the difference is I respect you.
And I don't necessarily think like it's a hate thing from y'all end. I think it's just like y'all don't get an understanding of what they do all the time, and that's respectful. You know what I mean? I respect it. So I mean, that's all I had to ask you, my brother. That's it.
Like I said, I respect everybody. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that wants to work with me, I have no problem.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it could be anybody, even somebody who I don't like. I'm gonna do my best to make that person shine with my craft.
Okay.
So this is Vinyl Cypher SP1 making a statement that is strictly not on behalf of the guests. I have to say this clear. As I have collect my collection, I am a purist. I think it's necessary to know the origin and then exist as technology and everything evolved. So nobody asks a mechanic to not do carburetors because they have computers when it comes to cars. They still be like, you got to learn how to righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, change oil, you know what I'm saying, do tire rotations. They don't be like, oh, that's a machine only going to do it. So I think it's necessary to know the origin of running into a Chevy 79, not just a new Bronco 2001. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I completely agree. Agree.
So with that being said, I personally I could go any spot and wreck your party. CDs, videos, vinyl, you let me on, I'm in your way. And that's how it's supposed to be, just period. Okay. So if you can't step in somebody's party, oh, I don't know how to work this. You're not a DJ. You play songs. That's it. You play songs. Ain't nothing wrong with playing songs and rocking a party. That's how I started. I wanted to party. The people I admired their career was growing, and they were like, "Oh, you got records? Come play." And when I played, I made money.
Right.
So I'm not saying,
I'm a turntablist, and I have nothing against the CDJs, the controllers. That's fast. You can move from here to there, pack up, unpack, play, plug in, and go. That's cool. I know a lot of cats getting down on those controllers. But you put a pair of SP, some 1200s in front of me, or some Pioneer PL 1000s.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
I love turntables. And I got tons of, if you can see, just right here alone, it's 2 sets right here alone, ready to go. 2 sets right now. We don't even have to get off and share.
No. Hey, me and Case had this discussion the other day.
Listen, it's 2 pairs.
The camera moving, be in trouble.
Maybe it's 2 pairs right there, Daddy.
Okay, I see.
So with that being said,
still getting busy though. Still getting busy.
And that's the ones that's there. I ain't tell you the ones on top of the records. So when you're ready to see the studio, I'll let you know.
Okay, so here go the next question. Once again, every Thursday, and people who are new, 8 to 10, we have a extreme discussion about living a lifestyle with vinyl. Even though the DJ career has evolved, the vinyl is an origin that was introduced to play selections in a groove and get the mood right. No matter if you're a selector, turntablist, your DJ skill set is a vocational skill. Here on Vinyl Vitals, we have an extreme discussion about it. Today we have our special guest host, Master T. And he's telling us and showing off and talking tough, and I'm loving the smoke. So with that being said, let me ask you more about your origin. You're 19. You've set your standard of how you're going to stay in the game. From bagging groceries, getting your equipment, showing off to your family, showing the streets in your block. I'm Master T. When does the career option change for you? Before I ask you our generic questions, that is almost like a quick question type thing. When does your career change for you that you can share with us without me asking questions? I'm opening the question so you can share your from playing for the block to a career option.
So you're saying when I became famous? Is that when you're asking? Is that from that
Nobody
point?
knows when they became famous. You was probably famous on your block. Your mama always loved you. Come on.
I need to be just a little bit more, you know,
So when
specific.
when your equipment traveled outside of New York, records, whatever. When you traveled outside New York, what was that option for you?
I'm trying to think my first place. Well, the first place professionally, I want to say it was the Apollo.
Doing what?
I was DJing
Or
MCLYTE.
oh, okay. You was saying it like you were there as a opening what like comedians do to fillers. No,
That was my first professional gig.
okay. Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
How did you get that opportunity?
To make a long story short, I was in a club and the first DJ was there.
Pause. I do this necessarily. I'm not asking you to say anything bad about anybody. Do you remember the DJ? Do you remember the club?
Don't remember the club, but I can tell you the DJ. No
Okay.
problem. So the DJ was K-Rock.
Oh.
So what happened was I met him. We exchanged numbers. We talked a couple times and he invited me over to the house. Now I told him at the time we were talking that I was a DJ, blah, 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 blah. So he invited me over to the house. So I came to the house. When I got there, he wasn't there. But the dancers was there, leg one and leg two. So he said, well, he's not here right now. We expecting you, but he's not here. So I said, okay, no problem. He said, well, his turntables are right there. You can just, play on the set until he get back. I said, okay. So I just sat down for a minute, then I got bored. So next thing you know, I just turned on this set and started wilding. I was just doing my tricks, my feet, blah, 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 cutting back and forth, catching it back, spinning, pause and whole. And the dancers is looking at me. They was like, wow, I didn't know that could be done. Like, you doing it like that. And then we just start talking, give each other a high five and stuff like that. So then K-Rock comes home and they tell him what I did. Hello?
I thought it was more to it. You see,
I'm not finished. I mean, we got pause. So next thing you know, so he came home and they told him what I did. They say, all the tricks and stuff. He said, Joe, you did that? I said, yeah, I did that. He said, you could do it again? Did it again. Did even better. Wow. So we just became cool. Next thing you know, he was like, yo, no, we have a show. We want you to be a part of this show. So MCLYTE was like, yo, put him on. So I had a show at the Apollo, and I was a DJ since.
Okay, so my outside, I'm 47. And my memory of you kept putting two DJs with light, almost like how 3 Times Dope or Audio, you know, that's what was in my head. So
True.
there was a time she had 2 DJs. Yes.
True.
Okay. Okay. All right. All right. I just was making sure. So
Absolutely.
congratulations.
Yes,
Great,
sir.
man. Like, once again, get in front of some turntables and you work.
I
You
killed
don't,
it.
excuse me, can you plug this in? Oh, I don't know how to do this. No, go to work. That's a DJ.
Work.
Oh, y'all can't hook this up? Even with the video stuff, I go in clubs. Y'all don't know your video, you know, so I'm gonna hook it up. And after that, they calling me. How'd you do that? You own the whole club. What are you talking about? How did I do it? You got guns ready to shoot. That's how they're supposed to be. You dig?
Right.
Right. So, all right. You do the Apollo real big. Your career changes, or you go home and ain't got no money. Tell us what happened.
No, it changed from that point on. I became part of the crew, so I was a DJ from that point on. So from that point, you know,
What year was this?
I'm sorry.
What year was this? Apollo Light part of the crew.
I don't remember the year.
Ooh.
I want to say 88, 89.
Okay. What year did she come out with the first album, Audio 2?
That would have.
That's on me.
I don't know that one. Don't give me that. I can't. I don't know that.
If anybody knows, please share. But that's very interesting. So you get in, you play just like AD last week. Great. That just shows the era difference. I don't know if many people always use Redman as an example. He came in as just a buddy before the Twins. He was the person carrying crates, then became a DJ. He's a lead rapper from that whole Def Squad. Like, he's the lead after that whole historical thing that PMD and Eric made, but you all followed that kind of lineage. Well, he followed y'all lineage. I apologize. And what I mean by that is you get where you got to go, fake it till you make it, or come show your whole skill set, and then there's your career. So I commend you. I thank you. And it has led to us having people having to meet your skill set and vocational skill to stay in the market, to the point it's $1 billion industry around our whole occupation. So what you did with the shoe, it was a DMC before DMC. Clark Kent had Superman, and then now, you know what I'm saying? They're making the phases. Everything revolves around that innovation of having that kind of ambition drive. I don't even know if that was a dream, but that's a real drive you just explained. That's bagging groceries to playing for Light at the Apollo. You don't have to say nothing else.
I mean, that's a long stretch, but
I'm saying you don't have to say nothing else. Look, and you're showing off with 4 pair of turntables and platinum plaques behind you. Good night. All right, the interview over with, everybody. Thank y'all for coming. He done beat his chest. He acted like Denzel, King Kong. I got you.
God is good. I'm waiting for some new blessings.
God is good.
And this is one right here being interviewed by you.
No, hey man, hey, this is all about fellowship. People don't think we support each other, but the support is so real, and definitely when you can get in touch with the origin of a master craftsman like you, AD, definitely, man, him pushing the radio show and adding my Vinyl Vitals, Vinyl Cypher 24-hour mix. We would love for y'all to get it. If you give me 10 minutes of you playing Saturday, but you got any vinyl left? Because this vinyl question is now. Here come the record.
This interview is not done. I'm waiting for you to get for some heat. We ain't going nowhere.
Okay.
We ain't talking about production. We ain't talking about my production. We ain't talking about the engineering skills. We ain't talking about the studio. It's a lot.
That's private questions. All that studio, that's exclusive information. Here's the question. 5 records you must have in a party. Vinyl. Not files.
Not who?
Not files.
Not files.
Like, you could go pull 5 records right now. Since you want to act tough, go pull 5 heaters that you gotta play in a party right now. Everybody,
it's easier for me to say them off the top. I don't know about 5, so I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I'm gonna go. Listen, Let No Man Put Us Under, first choice.
Yes, great.
Before I Let Go, Frankie Beverly and Maze.
Yes, sir.
I Found Love in Fatback Band.
Yeah. Ooh. People
Love
don't
is-
get Fatback. You're the first person to mention a Fatback Band since Thanksgiving.
Love
Fatback.
is, I'm gonna hit you with the banger. Love Is the Message
Uh-oh.
by MFSB. And I'm gonna hit you with the Von Mason Bounce Rock Skate.
Oh. Yeah. Look. Here's the thing. I've never heard nobody not mention a theme day song in their top 5. You know, Friday Night Just Got Paid, De La, or
Okay.
Rock Skate. That's a theme song. People don't know that's a weekend song.
And it's just off the cuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you asked me, so
Yeah. Okay. So watch the question after this. What's 5 DJs, dead or alive, you would need to see their set, or you have seen their set live?
I've seen a lot of people set.
Give me 5. Act tough. You talking tough. You can, not yourself, obviously.
I seen my brother Skaz Digger, Big Daddy Kane's,
Okay.
got a banger set.
Okay.
I seen who else I seen?
We come back to it.
Yeah. Come back.
So who have you seen after your career that you are happy that is in the game of DJing? Like 5 DJs, you like, oh, okay. Young Blood made it from here. Redman made it from here to there. Whoever. Give me 5 people you happy evolved into the game of DJing, not just vinyl, just in the game of DJing.
My brother DJ AD, he's always been supportive. You know, being like Queen Latifah's DJ, doing what he do. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, that's how we met. We met on tour on the road.
Okay.
I gotta say, Mr. C. You know, I'm proud of Mr. C. I'm proud of my brother DJ Lord Jazz. You know, he's very
talking real greasy on the internet, but he been
listen, he is incredible. His daughter is phenomenal.
What his daughter DJs?
His daughter DJ Glow is listen, she's ridiculous. She can listen, I'm gonna give, she could DJ, she can sing, she can rap, she could produce, play guitar, bass, talk box. She's phenomenal. Wow. She inspires me and she don't even know it.
Yeah. The youth do show us. Okay, that was 4. Give me one more. We can come back.
Yeah, we come back. I mean, I hit you with a good 4.
Okay. So what was your biggest show? So my biggest show, people don't believe it or not, like I was in a stadium on tour in Texas with Juicy J. I never did that kind of large stadium thing. And because you was with Light, I'm sure you've done things like it could be even your mother dancing to, as you said, Before I Let Go by Maze. What was your biggest moment you knew you like were impressing the audience or the crowd was huge?
When I was DJing with Prince and Janet Jackson.
Wait, start over. I'm sorry. Wait. We done. All right, everybody. It was good talking to y'all. Once again, he has done enough. And anybody else I can interview somebody else because this interview done. I don't even want to talk about it no more. You can't tell me nothing else at this point. I'm done. Explain. Wait. Explain. Please explain. Wait. Let me say this. This is Vinyl Vitals. We're getting another exclusive. I did not expect this. Let's be clear. He said DJing for Prince and Janet Jackson. Let's be clear what he said. He's going to give us details. He's already said playing for MCLYTE at the Apollo. Now he's going to say Prince and Janet Jackson. Come on. Come with the smoke.
Okay, well, on the Janet situation, we was on tour with her. The whole MCLYTE and myself was on tour. We was the opening act for Janet Jackson on the Janet tour. Okay. So, you know, we was on tour for that one for maybe 3-4 months. So, you know, the type of crowd is going to be there. And that's the fact that, you know, me controlling that crowd for those 25, 30 minutes is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Okay. The Prince situation, we can be in Glam Slam because like I said, we was in Glam Slam rocking. I'm on the turntables, he on the mic. Tony M on the mic, MPG. We just killing it. The whole MPG New Power Generation crew. We would rehearse like 5 days a week. Wednesday we would go to Glam Slam and test out the material, see how it sound, and to watch people rock, to see how they respond to the music we created. It was a beautiful time.
Wow. Hey, salutations. I did not expect that. And I'm a
and to let you know, I've been producing, doing remixes for Prince. I'm on everything from like, just say, Get Off to Crystal Ball and beyond.
So
and that, not to toot the own horn, got the plaque to prove it too.
Once again, I didn't know exactly. And when you went over there about the turntables, I was trying to peek the labels, but that's a whole nother conversation.
It got everything on there. Emancipation, Crystal Ball, Soul, Come, Hits in the B-sides, Chaos, Disorder, Bold Nigga, Wayne.
Woo. So I was 85. Prince came out with Purple Rain. Jackson was doing the Victory Tour. They both was in Chicago at the same day. I saw Prince at 12 years old, live. I could only imagine that. I saw him as a fan. I didn't see him as.
Yeah, I was a fan first. Before I even met him, I was a fan, you know? So that was like a dream come true, you know?
I'm sure. So, wow, that big ups. Wow. So with that being said, because you're talking so tough, I ask everybody this question also. Every DJ has an L, which is a loss, and a win. The win is small stuff. You got your daddy's collection of records. Someone got rid of a storage facility. The story I told you about getting my techniques for $150. On a loss, people have had their house breaking into, their cars breaking into, water basement.
Okay.
Give us an L and a W for living this real vinyl lifestyle.
Okay, I have no problem. As soon as you said that, I know exactly what to say. So the L was, I had an ex-girlfriend that stole a lot of my record collection, if not some of the best stuff, but they didn't know what it was. The win is that I got the records back. I found where they, not those particular ones, but they've been replaced. And the fact that that L took place got me even more back into digging, even harder. So I found even better gems than what I had. Man. So when it happened, I was pissed. I was tight.
I bet you was.
I really was, because it's vinyl. You know what I'm saying? I mean, thank God they didn't take like the first Michael Jackson record that I still have. You know, there was a lot of things that were stolen. But in the interim of all that, I was able to rekindle and get those records back and then some.
Hey.
Could you imagine if they would have took my first Michael Jackson album, the first one they made, and how hard that is to find?
My records was in storage for 3 years. I decided to go take it to a local place that's famous, and I thought they were going to give me the whole bag for them because I had gems. Jazzy Joyce from New York, from Miami, pulls up with a huge U-Haul truck. They only take some of them. They buy all her stuff. So that's how I'm talking to you today. I felt the few items they picked through was like someone jabbing me in my rear. And I was like, no, I was hurt. I was like, no. So after that day, I restarted buying. So you understand, I know that emotion. That when you connect to this,
you connect to it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
play it.
Listen, it'd be a record that you ain't played in months, maybe years, but all of a sudden you hear that in your head, you go to it, and if it's not there, you tight.
Man.
And you knew you had it.
Man, right now I'm going through a thing, rebuying the whole 9, but I share with Fellowship. If I got a triple and you real Fellowship, here you go.
Oh yeah, I'm not like that. I definitely share. I definitely share. I mean, we all want vinyl. You know what I'm saying? And I love seeing a record that I've never seen before by an artist. If I know that artist and I've never seen that album, I'm very curious. Like, how did I get past me? Like, I've never seen that.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with it. I'm with you. I'm on the same page. Uh-oh. Hold on 1 minute. The computer. The computer was losing power. And I'm like, why is losing power?
We got to plug that up. We talking about like vinyl. Like there's another one I'm about to play. I don't know if you ever saw this. I'm gonna hit you with some heat. This is the Jackson 5 live in Japan.
No, I ain't up on that. Turn it over. Turn it over. Oh yeah. That's nice.
But listen, since I was going to see y'all today, we're going to do some exclusive.
So what you're doing is what we call vinyl battles, and you're lucky we ain't got a few guys on here.
It's okay. No, but hold on. This ain't about. This is just for the love. This is for.
I know, but for the love, they go
culture. This is for the culture. So listen, it's still factory sealed.
You crazy. See,
for your show. But listen, for your show, I'm going to open this.
Oh. They don't understand. They do. Anybody understand? Say something. Say something.
Just so you know. Listen. Just so you know, you hear the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take it out.
Once again, this Vinyl Vitals. If you all don't understand,
you see how it. Listen. You see how it has that the old Motown. You be the
Master T. Hold on, Master T. Everybody, let me explain something to y'all. The ones who are here for the exclusive viewing of Master T opening an exclusive record, you don't understand the purpose of being here every Thursday to get exclusive face-to-face, even though it's on Zoom, like experience that a DJ treasures. That emotion, the experience, the example is like none other. Master T is sharing a collectible item. And the next question, because he just opened it, he changed his whole life. I know what question to ask him, but if you're not here on Thursday between 8 and 10, here with Smoke City Radio or with the exclusive information to get on the private Zoom, exclusive Zoom, you're missing out on these interviews. Every week it's a different person who has lived life of vinyl, and Master T is showing us the example of living with a piece of his collection and his career that will change me viewing it. And if you knew, and him opening it, as he explained, and the big question I got after he do it. So
hold on. So I just took it out the jacket. I want to show the jacket.
Tell him what you open again. Start over.
Hold on. So listen. Notice it got the paper, the paper, how it used to be the fan club of Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
But here you go. Here go the heat. Are you ready? Look at that.
That's crazy. That's
live
nice.
in Japan.
Yeah, that's nice.
This year is about 1973.
I heard it on YouTube, but I didn't know there was a
very nice. Very nice.
Yeah. I heard it on YouTube, but I didn't know it was a vinyl. I did not know.
That's what's up.
Watch this. Master T, here's the next question, generic question.
Are you gonna play it?
No, don't do that.
He said, you want to hear it? She said, you want to hear it? She sat down. She said, you want to play it?
Look, she done jacked her husband, who came from the war, had techniques, great equipment, vinyl, and she done jacked him for all his stuff and went from CDs to vinyl.
But look.
Ooh, that's nice. That's crazy. And you opening it up. You are crazy. I would have never opened that up until I was framing it.
Now, Kaz, that's what you call digging in the crates, my brother. That's digging in the crates.
Hey, that Master T.
Okay.
Master T, I haven't asked you the question while you showing off. Woo! I got another question, a big question. Today, as DJing has evolved, people are using different apps. Are you Shazamming? Are you discogging? How do you find new music?
All the above.
Your collection.
All the above. I go digging. I go Shazamming. I go YouTubing. I will go, especially overseas. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of records, they're really not here. They're not in the U.S.
They are not.
They're not in the U.S.
And shipping costs more than the record.
That'd be the issue too. Like you saying, you know, do I really want this record because of the shipping? And I say sometimes yes. Because sometimes if you see a record today, it ain't gonna be there tomorrow.
You better not hesitate. You better not fake pump in your crate. You better not fake pump in your crate.
Hit the send button.
Man, with the bread.
With the bread.
Yeah. So, okay. Example. I don't know what that record is on Discog, but you just changed your whole collection.
You sure?
Because you might have another sealed one, but you still changed it if you got two.
I do got two.
Look, I hear your smoke. I
got two. I've definitely got two.
You already showed me who I'm talking to. I don't know what, like you're beating your chest so hard, you're making me lose thought of the general questions I have.
Really?
Yeah.
You know what? I think you need some more heat.
Nah, come on, bring it. Smoke. We with it.
Familiar with this album?
Yeah. I got one, but what you got in there?
But listen, it's your sign by Pam Grier.
All right, everybody, the show is done. We are halfway.
I'm putting it real close so you can see. I want you to tell me, what does that say? Can you read that?
No, it just as far as I see it, just say to Master T, Pam Grier. To Master T, Pam Grier.
That's the coffee soundtrack, sir.
So let me explain something to you all. Vinyl Vitals every Thursday, 8 to 10, exclusively on Zoom. We post it everywhere. It's the same information. Come back every Thursday, 8 to 10. Master T is beating his chest. King Kong ain't got nothing on him today. I've never seen this kind of vibrato of excellence record collecting. Salutations.
Okay.
Salutations. But the stories, AD did it good last week. The person before him, DeRoe Wicks, who had built a market that branched out of Chicago and then brought you all into our market. It doesn't stop. This ever since we joined Smoke City Radio, it has exploded. So everybody, keep up with Smoke City Radio. They'll replay this interview. It is recorded. We're working with Smoke City Radio to get some of these things onto YouTube platforms so you can recap. But Master T, I don't want to just thank you for being here. I have intricate questions for one of your losses that you mentioned. I have two things that we ask people that causes problems in their home. How is the lifestyle of living with family and still living with vinyl? People don't think that's a real thing, but it's a real thing.
Oh, it's no problem here because everybody know I love vinyl.
But I'm sure it hasn't always been like that. Like you
no,
said,
well, the ex-girlfriend was just trying to be mean. You know what I'm saying? We had broke up and it was over. And basically she just, messed with my collection. But other than
that's where your heart was.
Yeah, he's just trying to be evil.
Okay.
But you know what? I got somebody that's much better right now for me.
I did. And
they are supportive of me and my vinyl. So they know I buy vinyl all the time from anywhere. I see it on the street, I'm gonna stop and look.
People don't think that's a real thing. The family feeling secondary to a collection is a real thing.
You know what? I make time for the family, but I make time for myself. That's what gives me pleasure. It's not too much that, I'm asking for. You know what I'm saying? If vinyl makes me happy, so be it.
So
if I can afford it, so be it.
And man, you had me and Just, did I say your name right? From Grown Manish Podcast. Did I say your name right? Just waiting on you. Look,
You told me his name's Luxury.
Oh yeah, I'm
Lux.
here. Yeah, luxury. Yeah, I'm here. I'm here. Yeah,
Luxury. Me and him had a question that I'm adding to my general questions.
bro.
Is your room locked sometime to keep people away from your private vinyl life, or do you open the family to help themselves on the turntables and the vinyl?
Well, first off,
Hold on. Go ahead.
no, I was about to say, first off, ain't no kids, nobody allowed in this room to touch nothing. And as far as like vinyl, I'm not a vinyl. I don't DJ. You get
But
what
you
I'm saying?
cherish your equipment. But you cherish your equipment.
Oh, of course, I cherish my equipment. And nobody can come in this room. They can't even touch the door.
So Master T, where are you?
Well, let me tell you this right now. I got this. I got the vault. I got a steel door.
I don't blame you, brother.
Listen.
I don't blame you, brother.
I have a custom-made steel door.
Wow.
For real.
That's heavy. That's heavy. That's
A thick steel door. For real, for real.
That's heavy. That's heavy. So half hour way through the show, we're at the 9:30 hour in Chicago, the Midwest timing, and we offer the special guests to either play selections for the audience, or I open up a town hall meeting where everybody who's in an exclusive Zoom here with you and me get to ask questions. It's up to the guest, who is you. Do you want to play something that you want to excite us with? Because you've been opening packages, it's been blowing our mind. But is there something you want to share? Some of your production, record, or do you want the town hall to have open up to questions?
The town hall can open to questions.
Everybody, welcome to Vinyl Vitals. Master T has opened up July 15th, 2021 here on the show for us to ask them questions that are exclusive to people who come here on the Zoom call. Chat show. Nobody?
Yeah,
Only me.
I got a question for you, man. What was
What's
the
up, man?
biggest crowd that you DJ'd in front of?
It's between Janet and Prince.
You say between Janet and Prince. What was the energy? What was the vibe like in there, bro?
It was incredible. The energy, the fire, the roar, the crowd, the sea of people. Like when you think you ain't seen no more people, there was more people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And then like I said, me starting the show before everybody hitting the stage, like for those moments, the stage is really all mine.
Okay. That's
you know,
dope.
it's about
That's
to go
dope.
down. You know, it's like let's get it popping.
That's dope, man. And I know that made you want to go even harder at
You
DJing
go,
that night.
absolutely, sir. Absolutely, man. It's a beautiful time. You know, the roar of the crowd. You know, and your cut sounding clean, equipment sounding, sound system sounding right, because you know they're gonna have some powerful sound systems.
Right. And you know, me being a former artist, man, me and Kays, we do a podcast called Grown Manish, and we had this discussion the other night, and we was talking about we pretty much came to the conclusion that without the DJ, the artist is pretty much nothing. They pretty much nothing. The artist without the DJ is pretty much nothing, man. And I think a lot of artists lose sight of the DJ, because think about when an artist is doing a show, who's rocking the show? The DJ. In between sets, the DJ. Like the DJ is the most important part of the show.
I agree. I feel that the DJ is the most important. It's just a shame that some of the MCs, you know, aren't taking care of their DJs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I'm not gonna be politically correct. Some of the people just not taking care of their DJs.
And
may I explain real fast my opinion on it? Is they lost sight when they started doing pre-recordings because they can't adjust to the audience. So what happened when the DJ was present is he was a coach. While that artist was performing,
absolutely,
he could make adjustments for them and they could cue, like throw the fastball, throw the screwball, throw the underhand.
Absolutely.
So because they had a relationship, he could tell them how, hey, this is down south. This is the Midwest. This is Texas. And now they think they can do the same set because the internet is all the same everywhere. You can't do the same set everywhere. That's why you get booed. You
True.
get cheers one place, booed another place, because the DJ is watching the crowd.
The
He
DJ
making-
sets, the DJ sets the precedence of the situation,
Yes,
right?
correct.
But the MC needs to take care better of that DJ.
Who know the
You know what I'm saying? For example, a lot of us wasn't lucky to have like the marquee say Jazzy Jeff and the French Prince, Eric B's and Rakim.
we didn't care
A lot
about.
of us didn't. A lot of us didn't have that name with it. But
Yeah.
you know, and then until Run DMC, you didn't see the JMJ until later on.
Mm.
But it's the DJ. When the DJ cuts a record, or rather, when the MC cuts the record, the DJ is the producer.
Yes, yes, and that's what Kays was trying to.
Because the DJ, the one that made your sorry ass what it is in the motherfucking video.
Hey, Killer, ain't that's what you said to me the other day, bruh? He was
Thank
talking that
you.
same shit you was talking the other day, but you know what? Hey, I had to respect it because, like I said, we came to that conclusion, and he brought me to the light. He like, bruh, you got to understand, we doing all the production, we doing the cutting, we getting the crowd going, we doing all of these things at once, and all y'all motherfuckers is doing is rapping.
Watch this. First there, last to leave.
First to show up, the last to go.
But see, you know what? My whole like experience with Cage, you get what I'm saying? He has taught me a lot about DJing, vinyl, and everything. I have learned a lot from it, and I appreciate you guys' craft. I really do.
DJing, I love DJing.
Mhm.
You know, it takes you, you know, when you rocking a crowd or even just playing music for yourself, you know, you go into a zone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember much younger playing one time with like 12 in the afternoon in my house. And it was like 10 o'clock at night, 12 noons, like just played hours and you know the time went because you enjoyed yourself.
And you get to get your records in the order for you to hurt them. It's like a oiling a gun up. It's like loading the bullets. It's like being in a fight knowing they ain't gonna whoop you. It's the same thing. It's
Kind of have you have all your right, all the heat, you have your bullets in your gun. I know exactly what you're saying.
man.
You know, I mean, I don't know how organized. I see your crates there. I don't see how organized you are, but I got mine alphabetical order.
I
Wow.
got both. I got 12 inches,
Not me.
separate than albums. I got 45s
Okay.
up top.
Okay.
So it's
I see
serious.
your 45 game. My 45 game ain't as good as yours, but my album game, my exclusives. All right, so listen, I'm hit you. You know what? We're gonna go there. So I hit you with this one, right?
Yeah. Come on.
We went there, right?
Yeah.
Are you ready for this one?
Ooh.
And she
Brown.
signed it.
Hey,
And she signed it.
hey. Wait, who signed it?
That's Pam. Pam Greer signed it right
I
here.
thought you said Willie Hud signed it for a minute. I was gonna be like, whoa.
No, Pam Greer signed that one.
So what's the most exclusive one that you got in your collection?
Exclusive?
The most exclusive one.
Oh,
Did you get Prince to sign something? I don't know.
Come on.
Nobody would have.
I got a lot. Prince stuff. Okay, so you know, we saw the Prince plaque, right?
Right.
I want to know the most exclusive one.
I don't know about one, but I got a few.
Oh, he getting out the seat. Once again, this is every Thursday, 8 till 10. We have an exclusive interview on Smoke City Radio with Grown Manish Podcast, Vinyls under Vinyl Cypher. Vinyl Cypher will be doing a 24-hour vinyl only mix this once a month, which will be this Saturday, July 17th. Anybody want to fill in the empty slots, half an hour to an hour slot, and which will be viewed on Smoke City Radio. Reach us. Smoke City, do you have an email? vinylcypher@gmail, and we can make sure you're connected properly to have a clear sound for Smoke City. But Smoke City, do you have an email?
I got it written down somewhere.
All right, we're gonna make a
Oh
Smoke
yeah, here we
City
go.
Radio Gmail.
SmokeCityXRP@gmail.com. That's
Say it again.
SmokeCityXRP@gmail.com.
Great.
In his
You reach us.
pockets.com. He forgot that.
Okay. Say it again.
Coming soon.
Lux, say it again.
No, I was joking. I said in his pockets.com.
Oh, wow. So, that being said, today we have Master T. Master T's telling us all these origin stories about his career, but then now he's beating his chest with his record collection, and he's here to show off something else again for exclusive Zoom viewing.
Okay, so we are familiar with the 70s black exploitation era, right?
With the jams.
I hit you with the coffee. I hit you with the Foxy Brown. But see, y'all remember the movie Willie Dynamite?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Y'all remember that, right? Go, you remember that?
But
I remember that.
Remember that line?
Hey, look, wait, hold
You can
on.
watch it on YouTube right now.
Hold on. It's what's her name? Father. What the girl father, and he from Sesame Street.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But before he was Gordon from Sesame Street, he was Willie Dynamite.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And you got to have vision, Willie.
Yeah.
What if I tell you I got the soundtrack? I met him and I had him sign it.
Wow. Who's his daughter again? The one
I don't know his daughter, but I want you to understand what this is. I'm hitting you with some real yeet right now. This is I have him signed a Willie D and everything. You need to be looking at this record. Stop trying to think about the girl's daughter. Look at this record. Willie D. Roscoe, his real name.
Like I would have been happy. Like I think if I met him, it would have been like meeting Richard Pryor.
Yeah, it's that whole era. But
Yeah.
see, since we gonna talk about one of the people who I worked with, I'm gonna pull this out for you.
Woo! Was that a 45?
Oh my goodness.
That's MC Light.
Nah.
That's Prince.
No, that's Prince.
But
Right.
but listen, this is Kiss on one side
That's so cute. Give me that.
and Love or Money on the other side.
That's crazy.
Oh, that is too cute. I'd put that in the frame.
Yeah, I don't know why he even touching it. He crazy.
We're gonna go in again. We're gonna go in again. So this is here. So you know he made Purple Rain. You know he also made another movie called Under the Cherry Moon.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a great movie. Him and
Okay.
Jerome. Ooh, I never seen that in existence. I seen the Kiss one, but what the hell?
Girls and Boys on one side.
Does it play 7-inch or 12-inch?
7-inch.
Oh wow. Man, why are you touching that? You
Well,
crazy.
you know why I'm touching it.
He
I'm
breaking out his
gonna
most
turn around.
exclusives.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I hope
No, no, no. I better call my woman. Trina.
Play it, play it, play it, play it. Turn up the volume.
Where keep at?
Picking up the audio.
Nice.
So now I got another question. What's the two mixes behind you?
the two mixes, but ain't no mixes. But I was playing. I just pulled it out for you, baby.
I know, but you did. What's that? A Rain 57?
The Rain. One is the S9
Okay.
and one is the S11.
Ooh, 11 new.
11 new.
11 new. Okay, big up. I got an old 57. You talking real slow.
Queen. Hello, Queen. You said you wanted to see this? You want this play? I don't hear you.
I said send it to me.
Oh, send it to you. Tell you what, I'm gonna send you I'm gonna send you the music like this.
Can hear.
Can't hear it all like that.
It's going in and out.
It's supposed to, because we'll get in so much trouble.
That's why I turn it off like that. You know what I mean? I just wanted to do that. You know what I mean? Just I wanted to play for the queen.
Nice. What a nice.
Let her know it's real. It's a real record.
So everybody wants to know. Everybody asks this question on interviews, Jimmy Fallon, whatever. Did you meet Janet?
Yeah.
Is she as precious looking as they say?
Beautiful person, beautiful soul, soft spoken, kind, beautiful person.
Vice versa, is MCLYTE as rugged as they perceive she is?
She's sweet too.
Yeah.
I got a question. Your hardest track of MCLYTE when you're about to open up for them, what would you play?
I am the light.
So, to start the show with?
Yeah, to get it going, the whole crowd turn up. What would you bring her out to, or to get them going?
How to do that? I am the light. Yes.
You know what? That is one of my favorite records. I'm not
again. I said it before.
Okay, it's one of my favorites too.
No, not that one. No, not that one. The other one. No, there's a song on Eyes on this album called "I Am the Light."
I am the light.
I know
that one. The beat. I think Grand Pooba did that one.
Yes.
Okay.
That's one of my favorites. You know, it's just the energy, what it makes me feel.
I saw her at the amphitheater in Chicago, and I was 19. So I want to say it was 88.
Okay.
1980, 88. And her and Two Live Crew came here. She still, looked like tomboyish, and it was her, Two Live Crew, on 43rd and Halsted. You know what it is?
Yes.
Yeah, she was there.
I mean, we wouldn't start off with a hit. We probably, like, I remember starting off a song called Brooklyn. We would start off like that.
Yeah, that's where I'm from, Brooklyn. Yeah.
Hit you right, because where we from, you hit you with the
Yes,
Brooklyn,
sir.
and then come right into, you can come with a heat, come with a hit banger, like a cha-cha-cha off the top, come hit you with some heat. We got your attention, now we gonna come with some heat.
Nice.
I just bought my Cram to Understand 45 3 days ago.
Wow.
Yeah, I was surprised they even had it. When you come across stuff like that, you be surprised it still is accessible.
Right. Does it have the big hole or the small hole?
It's the big hole. It's not a reprint.
Okay.
Original. Yeah, it's original. So
well, I got a question for you. I got a question for you. Anybody, do you have to have the original?
No. But
I'm the same way. As long as I have it,
yeah,
I don't care.
But
if you want, if you're gonna charge the same price for a remake or a different copy than the original, I'm gonna take the original.
Well, no, I'll say this. It depends on. I think there should be a upcharge for the original, but understand that you get a better play from a reprint. Because they either make it on a better quality or they remaster it.
Remaster, yeah.
Yeah, so the original is for people who can play. Because everybody can't play originals.
Right.
Because it's not on a 8 and a 4. That beat come in like on a 3, 7, 9. The drum don't come in like a remaster. Remasters are all 4 and 8. You can blend it with anything like a computer file.
Okay.
But if you are a person who can DJ and you get some originals, you can't DJ and you get original vinyl, you're not going to be able to bring that record in. They may
But see,
not have it.
sometimes remastering also means that they just widen the groove. Not necessarily they did nothing.
Correct.
You know, they just made the grooves wider. They made, instead of a one LP, it's a 2 LP, but it's really one complete album.
Yeah, so you get more groove. And like I say, they make the intros more DJ friendly.
Mhm.
True, but that's like re-edits. I ain't talking about no re-edits. I'm talking about an album, a regular album, and then they turned that album a one disc into 2 discs.
Yeah.
It's the same exact album.
Yeah.
But they just made it 2 discs.
Yeah,
So,
I prefer that.
Right, I prefer that too. But my question to you is like, to have the original, does it matter to you to have the original than the bootleg? Not the bootleg, the reprint.
I'm a player, not a collector.
Yeah.
I do both. How do you feel, Queen?
I took the remaster. When I was listening to Star the Story, I prefer the remaster.
You prefer the remaster.
Talk about by Heat Wave.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good
Yep. It was just better.
And a lot of albums that came out like in the 90s, you know, the SWVs, the Escapes, that was 1 disc. And they crammed all those records on 1 disc.
They had to, because that market was that was thinning out. There was no more single female black groups. There was multiple female black groups, so they were competing. So whatever.
But it's not even. You can say the same thing with groups like Intro, and Maxwell and all that. That's now. But now, if you get that album, they widen the grooves. It's a 2 album set, and it's louder. There's no re-edits.
It's exclusive, and example is Lettucey put out her own vinyl this year. It's her first time doing it without a label. Her vinyl, once it hit the market at $36,
right,
through her site, you can't find that under $100. So they know after 30 days to 90 days, you're offering something that's going to be in the market at an up price.
3 times.
What's his name? Anderson Pete, Pete, the one been under Dr. Dre. All his stuff, you won't find it $20. You can forget it.
Oh yeah, an average album right now, like, you know, they make it like double album, it's 30 plus for sure. But that, see, but then there's people. But hold up, it's sad that some of the records that came out never came out on album, on vinyl, which is sad.
Yep.
They slowly but doing it. I love the 45 box sets that they're doing the anniversaries to, like the Dirty. The one here's one I wanted to ask you about, and I'm remembering now. There's one box set that is very exclusive to the market. And when they do the second box set, it's going to be crazy. Tribe Called Quest has that first Extensive Travel box set, which started off at $120. You cannot find it for under $1,000 right now.
Wow.
I mean, heat on there. I tried to get it for $300 2 weeks ago, and I missed it by hours. I was hurt.
300.
No, it goes for $1,000 right now. But that was heat. Like, what Q-Tip was able to do on that changed the whole market. Q-Tip gets a whole lot of props for moving rap around. He's the first person to unite both coasts. Y'all can say if he did or didn't. He's the only person I know to go with Alcoholics, do a single, and it blow up. He's the only person I know came from the Jungle Brothers, made sure everybody was native tongue and unified. And, you know, as we got AD here, you know, with Flavor Unit, I don't know nobody else did that. And still today is the big producer, big rapper from one of the only groups that really hasn't broke up. You know what I'm saying? All that.
Right. I mean, like I said, for rap, that's very big. $1,000 for a box set. That's big. But you know, I love box sets like that. I don't have that. I ain't gonna lie. I don't have that.
I don't have it. Yeah.
I don't have it. But
What you say, Foxy?
No.
so I love rap, but I love R&B and soul funk more. That's where I get my joints, my production from, that feel.
Let's go into that. Your production.
You know what I'm saying? So it's funny that you said that. So this is a record I'm about to pull out. Now, when I last checked on eBay, they wanted $1,000 for this.
To say, ambassadors.
The Ambassadors. It's a soul group. But what makes this supposed to be $1,000 is that this is the original, of course.
Oh.
And it's the white label promo.
You know why the white label promos matter? They come straight from the test pressing.
I don't have that, but
you heard me? That's why the white labels matter. That's that old, let's get it out here, give it to the radio. The payola. That's the payola era.
Yep.
That's when we couldn't even get on radio. So when you find those, you getting all the original vocals, and you gotta love it.
Yeah.
Like you say, that Jackson 5 that you opened up for us live. Nothing like it. But I have a D'Angelo live in Paris. I love it.
Oh, I got some D'Angelo for you. I got some exclusive D'Angelo.
Come on. Talk.
I'm gonna get up.
All right.
He could go straight to it because it's in alphabetical order.
D'Angelo played drums, and Premier was there, and they were doing a live, and he was doing covers, and it's a great vinyl set. It's on YouTube also. But D'Angelo he did Earth, Wind, and Fire. He did Smokey. He did his Cruising. He did Can't Hide Love by Earth, Wind, and Fire. He did some of his stuff, and it was amazing.
Okay, so check this out. I'm gonna go from new to old. I'll do it that way.
All right.
This is Vanguard.
Great album.
Great album, right?
Yeah.
Brown Sugar.
Okay. Yeah. First album. All right. That's a reissue. I like it.
Right, double vinyl. That's okay. I don't care about that.
I like it. I'm saying I like it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's clear.
Voodoo.
But what that's
hold on. That.
Turn that light off for me.
Original and Japanese version.
Okay, now hold up. Now this is the one I'm proud of. This the heat. Rare and live.
That's what I got. I got that. That's the one I was just bragging to them about. That's incredible, ain't it?
This is phenomenal.
You know that's Premier, Questlove, and him, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's crazy. That Can't Hide Love that he did to cover Earth, Wind, and Fire. Crazy.
Yeah, like I said, and on vinyl.
It's crazy. I got it.
See, people have it on CD or maybe a cassette, but they have it on a vinyl.
Big ups to my bro GQ from Queens, Jamaica, who in Chicago. He burnt me a CD back in the 2000s, early 2000s, and I didn't understand that album at all. Like when you hear it, you don't understand. Like it's D'Angelo, you hear Questlove on the drums, Premier there because they talking live, but it don't make the album is so cold it don't make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now I'm a D'Angelo fan.
Album.
Meeting him, I was
right?
It was back, but we had a lot of communication. I have lost contact with him. I haven't spoken to him in many years, but I remember talking to him and having conversations in the hotels and stuff like that. I was telling him I love how much he does the Curtis Mayfield, Give Me Your Love. He respected me. My craft. I think he respected me more because I knew Prince. Like I said, I knew Prince before people knew Prince. So I knew him in the early 90s. So
here, I guess this would be, we're at 10 o'clock. So I have one major question. Besides, thank you for coming to the show. This happens every Thursday, 8 till 10. You're more than welcome to join in anytime you want. You might have a more intricate question than I can ask when we do the town hall. You might find something new and share with us or them, the world, as we have this show grow. Your career has evolved. Music has evolved. You told us how you stay relevant. What is your next move? Because we didn't get a chance to elaborate. And as I say this, I can cut off recording or keep it on at your option. But what is your level of evolving in the game? And even if it's strictly producing?
For me, you can keep it recording. I definitely want to produce more records for people. In the process of also upgrading my studio. I just want to work with anybody who want to really work with me that's serious.
First record.
I'm sorry.
What was your first record in the market of radio?
It might have been for a group called Kings of Swing or an MCLYTE record.
Okay. What MCLYTE records?
Too Young for What? Why You Want to Get Fly? And some others. I can't remember off the top. I did a lot.
Was Kings of Swing under Flavor Unit?
No, that was under First Priority.
Okay, yeah, I remember them. I think I got 2 or 3 singles.
Yeah. Mike Master, Sugar K, and DJ Coco Chanel.
Here's a DJ question that I forgot to review. You were buying records and inheriting records and people, this is a real general question. When did you feel privileged when people were issuing you records? Like AD was sharing, he could go anywhere and they'd be like, oh, AD just going, you know what I'm saying, Def Jam, he can go wherever he wanted, and they'd be like, oh, here's the fresh pressing of, we just put this out, boom, boom.
Oh man,
I experienced that.
I know exactly that feeling. I remember going to Co-Chilling, they throwing you records, Atlantic, Electra, all throwing you records. You
Not buying them, just getting records.
Getting them, like you leaving with boxes, like it's about to go down. You're gonna need a cab to go home.
I had that before. I almost got fired from a job getting free records.
Get free record, but listen, I wouldn't just get the records. I would get the album, the cassette, the single, the CD,
the posters,
the whole. I want all the formats. You know what I'm saying? And then I would take like at least 2 or 3 copies of the vinyl and keep one closed.
Man, what happened? Like, it is not necessary to get scan numbers. They are missing out on that whole, like, the scan numbers are not the same as somebody cherishing having your record and you putting it in the market. Not the radio programming the record, but like Master T at somewhere and you pointing at them. Listen.
Right.
I'm playing this.
It's like you breaking it in.
That's what a DJ do. Yeah. We not jukebox. We make the.
It's nothing more fulfilling than hearing a DJ playing something that's hot and you don't know what it is. Even if you know the artist, if you're familiar with the artist's voice, but you turn around and you look at the DJ and you point like, oh my God.
Oh my
yes.
God.
Yes. Now what you do, you take out your cell phone and Shazam it, right? Like you're trying to figure out what it is. But before you didn't know.
And then search a year or 2 for that record. And look, every time you hear it, you wonder what's happening.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you said that, if you don't mind, I have a few more.
Take this all night, man. I'm not in no rush. I'm here for you.
Hey, yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, AD.
Good, babe.
Yo, I got a question for him. Yo, T, tell him about one of your biggest joints you did with my boy.
Oh, AD talking about the song I did, Dear Mama, for Tupac.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's my biggest hit to my career.
That's dope right there. That's dope.
Yeah, that song.
AD know how to bring in them exclusives, AD. Big up.
He came in hard with that. Yeah, so when I did that, I did that in my grandmother's attic. So I'm trying to jump around the story. So let's just take it back. One of the biggest moments that I was performing at Madison Square Garden. So I'm at Madison Square Garden. And
wait, hold on. You can't just throw that out there like it's nothing. Wait, how did you get to Madison Square Garden?
So listen to me. So there's the Budweiser Superfest show. It's a big show, like Budweiser, Al Heyman type production. So it's like, you know, the ones that be having Patti LaBelle on, and so basically we was on the stage.
You and
MCLYTE, that's the show was with, but also Big Daddy Kane, SWV. I mean, it was star-studded. So, you know that famous freestyle that Biggie and Pac did. I got 88, 9 9 10. Okay, that same night is the night that I gave Tupac the beat to Dear Mama.
Another exclusive.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's the same night.
AD exclusive last week was mind-blowing. He was telling us about the Juice soundtrack and him getting missed out by not going to the casting call. But man, I'm trying to remember the story. Oh, I wish I'd have watched it again. But it was a great story about how Omar Epps became Juice.
Oh,
it was so crazy.
But it's funny. Okay, so by AD, me add to that AD story a little bit. That same time, he's filming Juice when I gave him the beat to Dear Mama.
Wait. Okay, now it's gonna be worse with the AD story. He like, dang, what he say? Mary J. Blige's bogus husband, the one she had the bogus marriage to, that she was in the he was in somebody's video.
He was in the group. He was in our group. He played drums. It wasn't bogus. It's just, you know, shit happens. But yo, he was in our group. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was in our group.
He was definitely a drummer.
Yeah, he was a drummer.
Y'all throwing gems left and right. That's
but listen, but listen, the thing about it is, when I gave him Dear Mama, he called me up and said, listen, this is the beat I want to use. And we didn't have we didn't have cell phones back then. It was answer machines and beepers, right? So basically he put the phone to the speaker to let me hear the beat that he wanted. But he actually picked two beats. I never get to find out what's the other beat he wanted. So we tracked Dear Mama, but before we track Dear Mama, Easy Mo B is already there. Easy Mo B plays me his joint, Fire. The one I go, hey, tell me how you're lonely. Listen, Fire, absolute bananas.
We haven't been able to get Easy Mo B out of our mouth for the last 2 months. Everybody got to get.
But listen. So how that came about is like, when my cousin came one time, my cousin Moses Thompson gave me a bunch of records. And in those records was one of the records that I used to sample. So because I'm a type of cat that's fair and beyond fair. Just because he gave me the record and I used it, gave him co-production. That's how you do it.
That's dope.
Hey, and that's why you blessed, bro.
But listen, so now this is another one. This is that Dear Mama is Tupac's first platinum single.
Oh, I know.
That's another question I was gonna ask him right there. Did you think that record was gonna be as big as it was back then?
No, sir. I got to be totally honest with you. I didn't think it was gonna be a single. You know, when he came up to me, he said, yo, you know, we tracked it, laid it, and I about to lay the vocals down. He said, I hope you like it. And the first words that came out of his mouth. But before that, in the edit, this got cut up in the edit. In the song, it's supposed to start off, hey, yo, Master T, kick something from my mama. Somehow that got edited out in the mix. I don't know how, but somehow that got edited out. But he laid down the vocals in 2 takes. And I remember I was like sitting back, found it like, wow, he said some stuff. So song came out, debuted, I believe, at number one. The album single went platinum. The album went double platinum. Then it went 5 times platinum, and then it went diamond. And since we talking about it, I'm gonna break it down. So I don't know what you can. Let's break it down.
Wow.
That right there is 5 million.
Wow.
Okay. This is the single when they put on. Single came out on 45. This is a hologram. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah, we can see it, bro.
Okay, so when you check it out. So when you move, Pac moves.
Well, is that Dear Mama?
That's Dear Mama.
On 45, I can look it up now.
On 45. Now listen. Now here go the Me Against the World album. Plat. It got the 45 in it. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it?
Yeah, I see it, bro. Yes.
Okay. That's the album. Here you go when it went diamond. 10 million.
That's dope right there.
10 million. Nah, hold up. This is a career move. 75 million worldwide. And I'm on 2 of these. I'm on, they go to Greatest Hits and Me Against the World. That's what it is. That's the 75 million joint.
Excuse me. That's crazy. That's crazy because it always be the ones that you least expect to do something that do stuff like that. Always.
And let the truth be told, I'm not going to blow people up, but I gave the track to Dear Mama to other people.
And they played themselves.
Exactly.
But listen, hold on. This is the lesson I learned. This is the lesson that I learned. Every beat ain't for everybody.
They don't even have the 7-inch of Dear Mama on Discogs. I was looking for it.
Looking for it. So this is what I'm saying. Every beat, this is one of my lessons I learned. Every beat ain't for everybody. And had somebody else had taken that beat and rhymed on it, it wouldn't have done what Pac did to it.
Correct.
Hell no.
I agree with that.
But that was the lesson I learned. So it was I was discouraged when people turned it down. But when the other person snatched it up and did what they did to it,
ain't one person turned it down. Fuck.
I'm not gonna do that. Wow. I'm not gonna do that.
I know who.
The views of this show are not on behalf of Master T, just the rest of the guests. Man, this was amazing. It was, once again, big treat to Smoke City, bringing you, introducing it through AD last week.
Yes. AD, I gotta salute you, man. You the facilitator, baby. I keep telling that's what I named him, the facilitator. Right? He makes it him and his lovely wife. Oh my God, I love them, yo. I love them. I'm thankful to both of them and everything they've done. You know, we trying to do this master lab thing, get this thing going off the ground, and
share, elaborate.
You know, as far as just DJing, little podcast, possibly, you know, studio sessions where maybe we can talk to the artists and also have them in the booth. I'm behind the console right now. Like as I speak to you right now, I'm in front of my big ass console.
So hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute. Let me explain something. You're talking to a curator. I'm a more event coordinator. I love my vinyl. But as I said, I brought Herc here in the market of the Midwest 4 or 5 times, large 4 or 5 times, not just to explain their origin, but to play, work, get paid.
Right.
All-Star Weekend, I had Tony Touch here. So I do that. That's what I do to increase and keep the market relevant.
Right.
That's what you want to do. I'm trying to go to LA. If y'all want to invade Chicago, y'all said nothing but a word. I know the people to cover it, get it in motion, and you might have kicked off something. Obviously, I'm heavy on the vinyl branding, but
Yes.
that's not an obligation. Also, so many things won't have to be expenses. You give me the list, we'll have the vinyl that you need available, so it won't have to be driven or flew over. I've done all this before to keep things kind of at a minimum, but we could talk about it another time. Yeah. You said that to the wrong person. You see how it went bow.
Yeah, so basically me and AD, we try and get this master lab thing going,
They're doing something like that already. They had Diamond D in Chicago last month.
Right. And it's funny that you mentioned Diamond D. I'm on Diamond D's album, on the album Stunts, Blunts, and Hip Hop. I did the scratches before I went for mine.
That's a jam. That's a jam.
I went for mine. I'm on that. I'm ripping that. I'm ripping that.
Hey, and that song is dope as a LL cut. That song, I've tried to put it with Rampage. It's such a jam.
And you see it, like I said, you hear my scratch routine, my scratch work.
Am I wrong with what I just said? Like Rampage, LL with scratch, and that.
Well, it's funny that you said a lot of people, as far as scratching techniques, I've been told I've been compared to scratch.
Yeah. I play records. I play records, bro. So
play that record right now, and you'll hear me just doing it. The quick ones, the short ones, and we talking about back then.
You acted tough like you could do it now.
Oh, no question. I'm just saying in general, like, think about it. If you doing it then, you doing it now and then some. But yeah, I love that. Yeah. We did that in Jazzy J's studio.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So he had called me up through 45 King. 45 King made that connection. Mark the 45.
Wow. Matt, once again, I want to thank you for being on the show. If you have any questions or anything you would like to elaborate, I don't want to hold you, even though you say you have time. I would like to later, as me and Smoke City help brand this further, get you out, and the world opens up. We try to get this part of the culture more established in the market, because it is a vocation. And if we don't make it relevant and we make it obsolete, then they won't know that it has precedence.
True. I do have a question for you though.
Yes.
Would you mind showing me one of your records that you're really proud of, like in any genre? But I mean something was, I want to say this, something with some substance.
It's a mess, but yeah.
You can pick, I see a craze, but I mean, you know what something is.
Oh yeah.
And I need a full album cover. I don't want it to be no 12.
New or old? Does it have to be new or old?
I prefer old. I want you to pull out something that means really a lot to you.
Rap or soul? Because it's so much.
Soul.
Okay. Yeah, that ain't nothing. You ain't saying that.
What you gonna pull out?
Wait, hold on. Let's see here.
He's pulling a stack. Okay.
I recently. So I'm gonna show you two things. Like,
show me as much as She show me as much as you want. I want to see where you at.
And I'm mad.
Not to be funny. To me, rap is easy. Rap records is kind of easy.
I'm mad because it's not in the sleeve. Because you say you like R&B, soul, and it should be.
Do you got the jacket? Don't pull it out if you don't got the jacket. I don't care about the sleeve.
I got the jacket. Oh yeah,
okay,
yeah.
That's what I care about.
I got the smoke for you. Don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got that smoke.
So this actually is a real jam, and people don't have this. With Eric Roberson and Jazzy Jeff, the Yoruba Soul Rock With You. Works at every party. It works at every and any party.
And Eric Roberson, I love to listen. I never met him, but I'll die to work with him.
they took that Michael Jackson rhythm and flipped it, and I think it increased Eric Roberson's career with Jazzy Jeff and his own career, because after he worked with Jazzy Jeff, everything changed. And this is my dance crate on the, like, Chicago does dancing house real heavy. So this is a reprint, and they can say what they want about Buddy, but he's ahead of his league.
Oh, Sylvester.
Yeah. So this is not my genre of music, but like I said, I play music. I don't just,
that's house, right? I mean, what is that? Club or house?
Yeah, it's disco, but house. But it's a jam, one of the more soulful jams, like a Donny Hathaway, a Stevie, over and over. If you get a over and over, and you can listen to over and over, it's a really like Do I Do, Stevie.
Okay.
And
I see that. That's nice.
It's crazy too. Just to hear it is crazy. It ain't even just that. It's a box set I got that's wonderful, and I'm gonna show you the cover that came with it. But also, I bought.
Oh yeah. As soon as I saw the cover, I knew exactly.
Yeah.
You know what's so funny? I got that.
Hey, I didn't know how good it was till I was looking for The Whole Town Is Talking.
Right.
Yeah, but The War of the Gods, I have 3 copies of this after I found the other ones after I bought one. And I was mad at myself. But I wish I had it on 45 because I'm trying to build like a dance set on.
But
45.
you know what? I know a spot that got that pretty cheap. Like,
yeah. Really? I got a whole city. Chicago costs too much. I'm gonna say this here. If you go to Kansas City, everything is like those little towns where the nightlife scene isn't as relevant. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Okay, and here's another one. Big record, big props to her. So Tata Vega,
okay,
is the only Latin Motown artist that I'm familiar with.
Okay.
And she got a lot of heat. And I'm just picking up a bag. I just picked up a bag.
Yeah, that's what you do. We know that's what you do.
But this,
I've never heard of her.
And the joint you have to have because it comes in a box set. But this is her album. It's hard to find. Hold on, because I play it all the time.
What year is that?
Get it up for love. Give it up for love. It's
what year is
that?
Roughly.
I can't see because I'm in this half dark.
Gotcha.
It because it looks better that way. 79.
Okay.
Original pressing. But like I said, I can pick up any bag, hip hop, whatever. I got, I play this. I don't just collect. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you the record that I paid for the first time that I thought was amazing to have, and it's not for everybody. It's a song called Baby, I'm Scared of You, Walmack and Walmack.
Yeah.
In Chicago, that's a backyard black party album.
Okay.
And if you don't have that, you can't turn the party around, right?
Wow.
So say you playing, you could go, that's one of the records, it's like Maze, Before I Let Go.
Right.
You play it, it's gonna get grandma off the seat.
True.
The kids gonna see the family dancing, the kids gonna dance.
True.
And nobody knew the title of that. Everybody thought it was Bobby Womack, and it's not.
No, it's Womack and Womack.
It's his
sister and somebody, cousin or something like that?
His stepdaughter and his brother, or something like that, right? So with that being said, I got doubles of that. Uh-oh, he done walked off. What's going on? And this is what we call, and we didn't realize it happens after every show. If you have record collectors, they start showing their collection, and we call it, because Foxy does it too. There she go. It's called Vinyl Wars, and they just start pulling out classics and Heat and Smoke.
Now listen, here they go, both of the albums.
Doubles. Oh, you got, I don't have a 12. I got albums. That's a 12?
No, this is two. People don't realize they got 2 albums.
I know, but I'm saying, is that the same album on a different?
No, it's not this. No, these are 2 different albums. People don't realize that.
Okay. But the one they got the video to is the one on would be your left, my right.
It's this one right here.
Yes. Let me tell you the story behind that. I go to a place in Chicago, buy one for 25 cents. He says nothing to me. I said, how much is the other copy on your wall? I done already bought it for 25 cents. He says $50. I bought it.
I hear you. But you know what? Let me ask you an opinion.
You hear what I just told you?
I heard you. You spent
$50 for 25 cents. Wu-Tang Protect Your Neck. Wu-Tang White Label Protect Your Neck. I got for 25 cents. My first Wu-Tang record with Method Man on the other side.
Right.
And a week later, or 1 week later, you couldn't buy that record then for less than $20.
But it's funny about that record. I love that record, but I like her part better than the guy's part. When the chains go, it's like I lost it.
I'm gonna say this to you right now. If you come to Chicago, if you want to win, even though I hate when people play the same song twice, that will save your ass every time. Baby, I'm Scared of You will say, like you said, Maze, Baby, I'm Scared of You, Kiss by Prince, Roller Skate, Cold Blooded by Rick James.
Oh man.
Certain songs gonna get you where you want it. And if you get lost, like crate pullers, record pullers get lost because we jamming, we in the mix.
Yeah.
So we get lost. But certain jams you gotta go to, you know the tempo, or you know where to drop it, and then you back in the mix. These files ain't like that. You can't do that with these files.
No, but you know what they're doing? It's funny you said that. It's like a lot of these artists, producers now, we getting the stems of the original tracks, which is dope. So now you hearing they pulling up the vocals and different vocals that you never heard before. Like for example, you already know what Square Biz sound like, right? You know what Behind the Groove sound like. But keep that. I'm gonna say this while I'm talking. Right? Okay. This right here, you need this. You need to come back. I'm waiting for you to come back so I can show you this.
He done ran away.
He ran away.
Ran away, trying to find
what? I know this is live, so.
No, we good.
No, so check it out. Remember I said, it's what we doing. It's about records, right? We doing records.
Yeah.
So my thing is this: we already know what the Square Biz and the Behind the Groove sound like. But brother, you got to get your hands on this shit right here.
Who is that? Tina Marie. I got her.
No, you don't have this. You got this.
What is it? Share. What is it?
Oh, okay. This is the John Morales remixes of like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 songs.
Don't say Deja Vu remix on there.
Listen.
Talking about this Morales, this guy?
I can't, something's come down. Bring it down. I lost you. Come back.
Yo, she gotta say something. She'll pop up in the speaker view.
You see this Morales, this guy?
Yeah, if is his first name John?
Yeah. Hey, okay. Where you get that from, Fox?
Okay, so check it out. So
$3.
But listen, this right here, I didn't even listen. It's still a factory seal. I never opened it. But I got it on CD too.
Okay.
Listen to me. Listen, it got I Need Your Lovin', 365, It Must Be Magic, Behind the Groove, Square Biz, Aladdin's Lamp.
Is it remixed?
Not only is it a remix, it's longer and extended.
Oh, that's crazy. You know what I'm on lately? This is what I'm on lately. This Northern Sound.
Before you go further, Fire and Desire is 11 minutes long now.
What tempo though? Like what
The
group?
same, no, you're not listening. You have to get it. It's the same tempo, but
Oh.
you're hearing vocals that was never heard before.
Gotcha. Like the Michael Jackson joint with Janet on the background and the bottles. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Like you said, if you know what Deja Vu sound like, everybody played Deja Vu, everybody know Portuguese Love. You know that. But when you hear it in a different light, in a different mix of it, and then Tina's coming up with the crazy vocals I've never heard before,
Yeah.
bless her soul. And I met Tina. Let me tell you something. I've always wanted to work with her. I met her in LA. And I got to thank Tashina Arnold for that. Tashina Arnold introduced me to Tina Marie, and we had a small conversation. And I never forget it. And Elder Barge was there too.
Real people.
This was at the House of Blues in LA.
So since I've been building my collection back and I go through my records and trying to put them back in order, I've been finding myself going New Orleans and go-go because I never really put a crate together like that. So I've been finding myself really collecting that, New Orleans, Washington, DC sound. And I've been putting them together, and that's probably sacrilegious. I don't know, but they go together so well.
I understand. You're doing it toward, I say, as far as a mix, getting your crates together that way. Yeah. My crates is just, A through Z. And sometimes if I might put jazz with Grover Washington Jr., but with the G's.
Because Grover Cole on the jazz.
True. But what I'm saying is like when I'm doing like my I'm looking at it now as alphabetical order. Now, I had asked a guy, a DJ Robbo, today, this question. And the question was, do you remember the group Aura?
I don't.
Anybody remember the group Aura? I got my eyes on you because I'm checking you out.
Oh, yeah. R&B. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. But did you know they also changed their name to Deja?
No. That's a jazz group.
Not necessarily. My question was to him, if a group changed their name, do you put it with the new name or do you put it with the old name?
That, what's happening? Discogs is doing that lately. Discogs is causing, asking us if they should merge groups and titles if it's the same music on the album.
I just found out, like, for me, I would do it like their first name, whatever they went by first.
Okay.
I'm not talking about when somebody leaves a group and they branch off. We ain't talking about we're not talking about
Smokey and the Miracles. I leave Smokey with the Miracles.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. That kind of makes sense.
I leave Smokey with the Miracles.
Okay, I'm with you with that. You put LTD with Jeffrey Osborne, right?
Yes, correct.
You with me so far, right?
Yeah.
But if the group changed their name and it's the same group, where do you put them?
How many groups done that though?
See, only thing, matter of fact, it's funny. So I'm gonna show it to you, so you understand.
So Neil, is this what you want back?
No, I found another one. Hold that. You can hold that. I wasn't a Barbra Streisand fan until you left with the record and I realized what I gave you. It's like when I gave, and that other record you just showed that I hooked you up with Grover Washington.
Yo,
jam.
That Barbra Streisand, like, you know what, that 1 and 2 and 3, like, yo, those gems, they're so soulful, man. They sound like, yo, I don't know if she was getting.
Whoa, I've never seen that, Foxy. Barbra Streisand and Donna Summers.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Talks. Let me see you, sweetheart. Say something.
You gotta say something for us to see it, Foxy.
Look, can you see it?
Yeah, enough is enough.
I never seen that.
You never saw that?
Nah, Dave. Happy belated birthday, bro.
Happy birthday, David.
Happy birthday, sir.
Thank you.
Much love, respect.
Thank you.
So what
somebody made my birthday like something to like like be memorable, I guess. I don't know.
Well, enjoy the interview. We with Master T. We'll talk after. What
Nah,
Master
it's
T done
cool.
built?
No, but like honestly, like Barbara Streisand, when I first heard her, you know, it's a black cover and they called it One or whatever. But like, man, I thought honestly, when I first heard it, I thought it was a black chick singing, man. Like it was so soulful. Like, yo, like it was dope. And then you know what? She made the second, you know, like number 2, and then she made number 3, and then she started like doing other stuff. But like, yo, like honestly, it was pretty dope. It was pretty dope.
She got a huge catalog too, man.
Whose catalog?
Barbara Streisand's catalog is crazy.
I neglected it. I'm
Like,
bandwagon.
like you could chop those beats. Like you could chop those beats. You could speed it up, speed it down, and yo, it'd be so like you don't even need to like do much work to it. Like it's so soulful. Like yo, like you could just chop those beat up and like you know what, like create so many samples out of it.
Are those produced by the Bee Gees?
I don't know. You know what? I never got into that production. I just like, you know what? Whenever I'm playing around with like, you know what, just like, you know, probably the vocals, like that's what I'm looking for. But I don't know. I don't know who produced them. But man, it's like, and you know what's funny is that, you know what, my wife, she's a big fan of hers, but like, you know what, I already knew about Barbra Streisand, but she started putting me on to like other albums and stuff, and I'm like, okay, you know what, like I can understand why people fuck with Barbra Streisand. You know what, just like, you know what, she had that like, I guess, you know what, to me I call it white soul. You know what I'm saying?
Blue Eye Soul.
White soul, you know, because like, you know what, just like like sometimes I play like White River Band and like, you know, not White River Band, Little River Band, or like, you know, like
I'll do that. I'm probably
AWB, like, you know what, like even Kenny Loggins and shit, like, you know what, 80s,
Kenny
like,
Loggins is dope. Kenny
yeah,
Loggins
I
is
know,
incredible.
but that's what I'm saying.
His vocal tone though, Kenny Loggins is like so clean. If you get a chance, you go on YouTube and he's singing a song with the Doobie Brothers guy.
Yeah,
But
Michael McDonald.
Listen, right.
Michael
So, but listen,
McDonald.
what's so dope is what's so dope about that? I'm glad you did that, Queen. What's so dope about it? They did the beginning of the rendition. He starts off like a cappella. I forgot the name of the song, but if you go YouTube, it's just him and brother. What was his name again?
Michael McDonald.
Michael McDonald. Let me tell you, the vocal tone of those two when they do this record, before they start the beat, they did the change. They did it slow first. The beginning of it is phenomenal. Me and my cousin play that all the time. If they would have kept the same beginning throughout the song, oh, it's another hit. It's like another record.
Yeah,
Is
but
it
like
Yama
Kenny,
Be There?
I mean,
Is it
like,
Yama Be There?
I'm
Yama
sorry, I
Be
didn't mean
There.
No. They doing it live. They live.
So hold on. Hey,
gotta go
I'm
to
gonna
YouTube.
interrupt y'all for a minute. You see these? You see these 245s? These are big boy. Michael on Steel Town. You see that? You told me to show off.
There you go.
Hey,
That's heat.
Hey, this here, dope,
That's
and I
heat.
got a nice little double up with them. It's crazy.
That's hot. What's on the flip side? Big boy and what?
You've changed.
You changed.
Yeah.
You need the album, Daddy.
I know you probably paid for that one, boy.
You know what? I don't like, I'm a big 45 collector, but like, you know what? Honestly, I still fuck with LPs a lot, you know?
Yeah,
like,
I do too, Dave.
Yeah, but like, you know what? I feel like, you know what? Because like, you know what? it's so popular right now to have a 45, but
Yeah,
you know what? I can have a whole album, and you know what? Let me listen to that whole album, and then I find like 3 or 4 gems on it, like other than you know what, that one song that was on it, man. And you know what? That's the discovery of music, man. Sometimes it's dope.
I'm not a real 45 collector. I respect the culture of it. I think a lot of people just jumping on the bandwagon of 45s, you know, and it's a lot of 45s now, like a repress, and that's fine too. Like I said, I don't care whether it's original or not, but a lot of people I feel just jumping on the bandwagon of 45.
So,
I actually prefer albums.
by me
Well,
being a record purist, I'm one of those bandwagon people, and I did not know I would find the skill set of playing 45s gives me such a nuance of playing original, because going to Serato, I felt cheated. And the only thing gave me like a push with Serato is playing the videos, because I got to be more integrated, you know, visually. But the shortness and the print of a 45 with me bandwagon has given me a nuance. Like I feel like my sets are new. I feel like I'm offering a whole new kind of like, you know, like y'all say. But that's also why I separate my 12 inches from the albums. Having a 12-inch with ox and doves, it gives you a whole new DJ set versus.
but Nil, can I interject? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
you know what? Something that Jonas taught me, and it's very important that, you know what? I didn't know what the difference between like a 45 and a 12 was, because like, you know what? Like he told me that, you know what? The 45s are dope, right? And you know what? They have a different sound, but the 12 gives you a longer range.
Yeah.
You know what? It gives you a longer range. So he's like, you get more 12s in your arsenal, there's more you can do within like a certain time frame in your set than you know what, having to do it in like almost like, you know, within minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I get that, but for me, because I like playing records so much, I like once again, I like the various of options. Like I said, even with Serato, only thing I don't do is make beats, but I love going from video to, you know, my 12s. And then because I don't have nothing, I even like he said, my vinyl albums are in alphabetical order. And if I hear a rhythm, I love turning around, going through those albums. Oh, I know it's here. So you get a AV record with a club mix, and it's got the Foxy sample on it, or it's got the Heartbeat by Gates on it. I love going, you know, oh man, I know where to go good with this. I could change it from rap from the 90s or take it to funk groove. And because of what you're saying, I hear you.
But that's isn't that like more of your like time DJing and your experience, and like, you know what, also
playing and
also your ear, because like honestly, I mean, like anybody that's DJing has a fucking ear for it, you know.
You're a clear example of people having a different ear. Once again, as I told you, I've never heard a person play like
sample, Foxy sample.
Ooh. You got the other album. You know they got another album too.
Jonas gave me this. Jonas.
Yeah. We have a veteran who runs with our cipher in the Chicagoland area that he even like makes his own mixes. Like he's almost like Flash. He's a electrician versus DJ extraordinaire. So you'll hear his name often. and remember I told you they get to having vinyl wars. You'll see a lot of covers flash the screen. But Fox, if you don't say nothing, we can't see it. Also, Master T, if you scroll your screen to the left.
What is this all about?
That's the comedy album.
Johnny Otis. Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's the collect. That's something right there. That's heat.
Yeah, that's the comedy. If you scroll your screen to the left, Master T, you can see everybody and what they doing. If you just scroll it to the left, it's called a gallery versus a single.
Okay, well, I'm trying to do that right now. I mean,
It's
I'm
just
having,
a scroll. See if you can scroll it either which way.
I'm
Swipe,
trying. Nothing happening.
Don't worry
swipe
about
it,
it.
swipe.
No,
I'll
he
leave
got
it.
an iPhone. He got an
No,
iPhone.
I'm on the computer right now. I'm on the computer. I'll leave it alone.
Oh,
I don't
so
want to mess nothing up right now.
yeah. But once again, I want to thank you, man. This is incredible. I'm excited. And as I told you, even though it ends at 10, many times
We
I'm
going
at,
in. Listen, hold on. We ain't done. What is
oh,
that?
come on. Bring the heat.
That's it. Remember this? This is the group. This is the group. Aura. Right?
What they people's
But
voice? That look like
I
Oh,
got the
shit.
eyes on you,
Pull it out.
but
He
I'm
pulled it out.
checking you out.
They're starting to pull
Right?
out.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
see that? Now, hold up. Same group, different name.
they almost look like people's choice.
Sure do.
Now, but where would you put this at? How would you do this?
First name, first group name.
Okay, I just want to make sure it wasn't just me.
Yeah, first group name. Out of respect. Just out of respect. Even if the label name them is first group name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
add a throw up a hood classic real quick.
I have to agree
Yeah,
too.
I want to hear. So I want to see it.
I never seen that 12-inch of Bismarcky. Talk.
It's a hood classic.
Oh, what is that?
Ooh.
Did
That's
you
a
just
hood
show me
classic
that?
right there.
Yo, that's
My
pretty
God.
dope. That's dope.
And that was pulled off the market. So you got something that's crazy. Because that ain't even supposed to be in nobody's hands legally.
Let me see. Who is that?
Crazy.
It's Bismarcky. Come on.
But what single is that?
Nobody beats the Biz, but as you see, the vinyl had two different labels.
Yeah, Prism.
I mean, you know, two different Prism labels.
Right, two different Prism labels. Right.
That's like my 45
That's
of
heat.
the Jackson's Big Boy. It was two different labels.
You need to put some plastic on that, brother.
Man, these are old battle records.
I don't
man.
care. I do not care. You put plastic
Oh
on
my
it.
God, yo, is it signed or did you tag on it, man?
That's
Like,
tagging on them, man. Let me tell you something, man.
you tagged on
Remember,
that?
remember when Sugar Hill Records burned down?
Yeah.
No.
You heard about Sugar Hill Records burning down, right? In
I heard
Inglewood?
about that.
It had like 40 crates of records in there.
Inside there?
Yeah, because remember I was DJing for Craig Mack.
Right.
So Craig was basically living there at one point, just doing beats, some Easy Mo beat. And boom, I had like 40 crates in there. So all that's gone.
Oh. Now that hurt. Now I know that hurt.
Hey, it is what it is, man.
Hey, I never asked you what was your L and when, Crazy.
Oh, man, I took a lot of L's.
Come on,
I
share
ain't gonna
one.
front.
Come on, share one. When I interviewed you a couple
in-
of months ago, I didn't ask you that.
Indianapolis, Indiana.
What happened?
I was DJing this party where Common Sense was the artist. We all took him down and me, Maine,
with
bunch of
Common?
us. And this one Common, this is back the Minister Society days. That's all they wanted to hear.
So like
So
Break
somebody-
19 or like all that shit, like you know what, or like can I borrow $1 type shit?
Yeah. So what happened was the way that the stage was, it was a club, but it was like the stage was in the middle of the whole bar. So while he was rhyming, somebody threw confetti in his face. So Rashid took the mic, boop, right in the mouth, and it was on. So I had 2 crates of records going, some Orderfells, Orphodon, whatever the hell.
Autofarms.
On. It was all out brawl. We had to get up out of there, yo.
What was your biggest win?
Oh, man, I had a few. I mean,
Come on, give us one good one, because I never got a chance to ask you this.
all right, it was a win and a loss. I did the Keenan I. Williams show, the first time ever performing with Mac. And I didn't have the vinyl because the A&R gave it to me at the last minute and the record skipped as soon as I put it on live television.
Woo!
We still rock.
Why
That's
would
what he
it
did that.
skip?
You got what I want, you got what I
Was it
need.
misprinted? Was it warped or what?
Nah, man, they gave me the test presses. They just came late. And
Performance test.
it was no time to test it, nothing. It was like, get on.
Performance test presses, correct?
Hmm?
Performance test pressings, correct?
Yeah, and they was the worst. Oh, they skipped as soon as I put it on.
Look,
That's
I
why I
just
kept rocking.
look. Hey, Amazon had a Prime Day, and they had these for sale for $60, where you could change the whole head. I had to buy it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
had some,
I bought those.
It
You
was
know,
nice.
I didn't like those.
No,
Nah, I didn't like those.
I haven't changed it yet.
I'm back to my shorts, man.
You know what?
I didn't like those either.
think
You
I'm
know what I want?
upgrading.
Hold up. These right here.
Everybody
Most those
bragging
ain't
about
happy.
those.
Yeah.
What is that? The Concord what?
Concord joints, the black.
Yeah, you know what? Like my
With the,
boy,
the glow in
my
the,
boy
with the glow in
Jonas,
the
like
dark tip.
he. But what are those? The scratch twos or like
These are the regular Concords.
they're just the regular Concords? But like
Regular
you know
black.
what? There's not much of a difference, dude. Like you know what? I played on both of them.
But listen, you get this. The thing about this is the night glow tip. So if you use the strobe light or the
That's what I
pop-up
was
light
gonna ask you.
or your turntable, the pop-up light of your turntable would definitely make this glow.
That's what I was gonna ask you.
But
Must
when you at night and you need to you DJ at night or you at a show and the lights go dim, you need to know where to place that regular.
Yeah, but that's why you have lights on your turntable or like
that's what makes this this makes it glow.
Yeah, that make you see the groove. Yeah, that's
okay.
nice.
All right, all
Nice.
right. I mean, I'm very inexperienced, man. I'm talking mad shit.
Okay, listen, I used to swear by them.
Or just buy the lamp.
No,
You're right. The lamp to have your own lamp. You right. She right. Have your own lamp on your set. She right. She right.
Get that from your husband anyway, Foxy.
Dollar
SP.
Tree.
Yes, sir.
SP, I got one for you.
Come on,
We was in Switzerland. AD was the hype man. For Craig Mack. Had AD as the hype man. We was in there so high.
Oh shit, man.
And it was those guys spoke no English, and we just ran out of, in Switzerland overseas, you gotta rock all night. They don't want to hear that hour set. You gotta rock. It was a small venue, but it was packed. Yo, I just threw on some instrumentals, some little cat that was following us the whole time. I don't know what language he was speaking. He had that whole place rocking. I don't know what he was saying.
You know how it is overseas, you know they appreciate
you rocked with fucking Craig Mack, dude? Fuck, yo, that shit's dope. Fuck.
Yeah, man.
What was you
Hey,
saying,
rest
man?
in peace to that brother, man. He was dope as fuck, man.
Yeah,
Puffy,
man.
baby
He
as
had a
fuck,
lot of
man.
music,
You
man. He
couldn't have
never
did him
released.
like that, man.
Master T, what were you saying?
I was just saying how they appreciate us more overseas than even here. You go to London, UK, Germany, Sweden, Japan. They just appreciate.
You know what it is, man? Is that they
and you're not lying. Not only do you do your show, you got to do more.
Yeah.
No, they appreciate the
Be
culture
prepared
more,
to do
man.
more. Just don't go there and do your set. You know what I'm saying?
Like overseas appreciates our culture, man. Like appreciates just our you know what? Like that's why like Japanese are doing Chicano culture. That's why they fucking like get into the hip hop culture. You know what? Like they wanted we inspire a lot of people. Like you know what? Like because over here, whether we're the best fucking country in the world, we got a lot of oppression happening here. You know what I'm saying? And it stems from that, man.
See,
Like we got a lot of
overseas-
creative like culture here that stemmed from nothing, man. Like hip hop came from nothing.
You
It
gotta
came from
understand,
New
G.
York.
When you
and the
overseas, it's like you ain't got nothing to do anyway, so why not keep rocking all night? You ain't going nowhere.
You ain't right. You know what? You trying to go back to your hotel room for what?
What?
You're right. Yo, let's go. Let's have fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, word. I don't know
Hey.
what language this cat was speaking. I gave him the mic. I just threw some instrumentals on. AD was rolling the L. Mac was over there, just whatever he was doing, and the crowd was rocking, and the music kept playing. That was it. We just kept rocking. Whatever.
Yo, get busy living or get busy dying, yo. Like you guys were living.
We just
Yo.
getting
That's
busy.
what's up.
Master T, what was the last record you purchased? May I ask?
Give me a second. I did buy something.
Did you buy it online or at the store?
Oh, I was online. It's not one of the last, but I can't remember what the last, but I know it was something that comes in my head. So It's a box set.
What about you, Gray?
You know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for them old convention records.
What you? Oh, like gospel conventions or?
Nah. I'm talking about old hip hop convention records back in the day at the World when it was Grandmaster Flash and the Wheels catching.
Oh, they got that.
beats.
Listen, I can tell you where you get that at. That's nothing. I can tell you where you get that.
With the gray covers.
Boogie Down Production.
That
Curtis Blow.
What you asking for us? What you asking for is easy. That's at Rock and Soul right now.
Rock and Soul still open? I thought it was closed down.
Rock and Soul got that right now.
How much?
Rock and Soul ain't on 7th Avenue no more.
I mean, honestly,
I believe it is on 7th. If I'm not mistaken, I think it is. It's just a street move, I believe. It's there.
How much?
No, they shut down, I believe.
It ain't that much like that, yo. For real. It ain't, no. Honestly, I wouldn't say it's more than $10. Honestly.
Yeah, it's just something, a novelty. It's just something I want. Just because
I know what you're talking about. It's like the live jams.
Yeah, yeah, it's just real hip hop, like on vinyl.
That's there. But
that's the thing. Before you show your record, because we having this conversation. One of my favorite novelty records is not like comedy and all that. I love those pre-mixed radio records like Red Alert Live or Grandmaster Flash Live, or even when they had the Clues. I love those vinyl records where they have the record but the original separate. Like those Red Alert vinyl records are amazing.
So
I think you're talking about the Vinitainments.
Yeah.
To answer your question, I couldn't remember the last one, but one of the ones I know I bought not too long ago.
Don't show.
Was this
Amy
Winehouse box set?
Oh, that's nice.
Nah, you know what? You know what was nicer? Like Sunil bought the 45 set. That shit is nice, dude. That shit is nice.
Yeah, I saw that. But hey, what they got their Sugar Babies. That's nice though.
No, hey man.
So
Sugar Records, bro. Like, why you keep on calling you Sugar Babies, dude?
Yeah, Sugar Records.
You fucked me up with that shit, bro. Yo, I'm pretty sure Adam wouldn't appreciate that. You trying to promote his place.
Yeah, but they got all the singles on there, right?
Yeah, they got the singles. Not only they got the singles, they got the BBC sessions.
Yeah, I heard it's very nice. This is good and it's worth it. I just didn't like that it was like Christmas records, and I don't really care for Tony Bennett, like her stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
motherfucker, you don't play at Christmas? You don't play at Christmas, motherfucker?
And what is Christmas? Since you want to talk crazy, sucker.
Hey, all right, you play for Kwanzaa, motherfucker? What?
so another joint.
Ooh,
it's in 1999.
Get out of here.
Yo, wait.
I don't understand what that is.
What are you holding up, bro? What are you holding up? What is that? Is that a box set of the
box set? Look how thick it is.
Oh shit!
Wait,
so what is it? But what is that? All 12s of the every single?
So this is the 1999 triple deluxe edition.
So I mean, like, what does that come with? Like, I mean, like, is it like singles from like every? I mean, like, you know what? Like,
the whole 1999
every side, and then you know what? It's got a book, and then you know what?
Everything. It got everything. And it's unopened. It's sealed. It's factory sealed. I never opened it.
Yeah, don't open that. Be cool.
I'm not gonna open it.
Man, you guys sound like toy collectors, man.
Like 15,
and you know what? That shit is hard for a record collector, man, because we gotta open that shit and listen to it.
That's real.
So this is the whole 1999 exclusive box set.
That's hard, bro.
Like
that's
12 to 10 albums in here.
Yo, that shit right there is gonna be worth some major cash, like in about 5 or 10 years, because everybody loved Prince, man.
When did that come out?
That came out last year.
I'll be like you one day.
my Prince game is crazy.
Oh, my Prince game is not crazy.
Hey man, but like everything that Prince made wasn't fucking gold, man. Like we need to stop it.
We're not gonna have that conversation.
No, we're not. We're not having that.
All
Dave,
right.
Dave likes to kick it
Why?
off
Why?
every
Why?
week.
Okay, you know what? That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, Dave likes to kick it off every week. I ain't with the smoke.
No, we good. We good.
Good night, Cherie. Thank you. Yes, it was. Cherie, DJ Foxy say great interview, and she said thank you. Oh, she's back.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Master T. Just to know someone who I've known. One of my favorite rappers, and see all of your stuff in the back and to see your travel. You know where you've been, where you're going now, because we all had this long journey. You know, most people who have DJed, and I can just kind of tell from your aura, you're humble, you're grateful, and just thank God for you and your presence in the music world. And as I see music as being able to reach people in a positive way, to take them up. You know, I am a believer, and I just like to bring music to people to bring them together in solidarity. So I see you have a lot of background, a lot of history, and continue to do that, bringing people together.
Oh man, let me tell you, I just want to say, Queen, thank you so much. That meant the world to me coming from you. I felt that. I received that. Thank you very, very, very much. I appreciate the platform. I appreciate you being you. I appreciate you just being a woman. And not only that, just a woman that loves vinyl. Like, to me, there's nothing more sexy than a woman loving vinyl and having some vinyl.
All that vinyl. She stole it.
No,
Yeah,
I didn't.
You stole it all.
I don't care if you stole it, you got it.
That's not true. I was blessed with it.
I just kidding.
And you know what I like? I like
you know,
seeing. I love when a woman has heat. Like, if she might have something like I don't have.
Hey, what kind of heat are you talking about?
Like a Wendy and Lisa album.
I'm gonna find a way to start sending y'all. And Foxy, you don't have it, the new stickers and buttons. I know it's not much, but I'll find a way to send y'all the Vinyl Cypher promos.
That's
nice. I see. Are those new?
Yeah, they're new, Foxy.
Okay, since we're going online, just heads up, I could do Saturday because my DJing job is not until 4 o'clock, so I'll do something before then.
Okay, that'll be wonderful. So,
Master, I'm not gonna set the record. I'm just gonna pull from my crate like Devin.
Oh, don't act tough. You acted tough. So, Master T, what she's talking about is once a month we invite people to take an hour slot or whatever to 24 hours to compete with radio, but only play vinyl to show their collection. It's like a dojo.
Okay.
Yeah. So anytime you feeling up to it, literally we start from midnight to midnight, Friday night to midnight, and say that somebody doesn't show up, one of us just keep going.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if we can make that happen. We'll see if that can happen.
Yeah. And we're trying to get down there to Inglewood with AD, but hopefully we can come your way and I can meet you and we can have a fellowship, because this is something that is supposed to sustain the culture, stay around, not just be a conversation, but the necessary conversation you've given us today. And we thank you at Vinyl Vitals for such great entertainment and enlightenment about.
Is that AD from Culture Connect?
No, that's AD, part of Flavor Unit, Queen Latifah's DJ, who I interviewed last week, and you missed it.
Yeah, man. Hey, thank you for last week, and thank you guys for this week. It's pretty dope, man. All the time.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Hey,
I appreciate you guys too. I appreciate you guys too, man.
You guys,
brother, you was too cool, brother. I'm not gonna front right there. You Smoke City Radio. I'm feeling you, brother. I like your style. I like your swag. Let me tell you, anytime you out here like New York, you know what I'm saying, come out to the island, you're welcome to the Master Lab. Come on in. We can sit down, chop it up, talk, kick it for real.
That's what's happening.
And Master T.
Yes, sir.
Oopsie.
This is Patrick. I've been listening all day. I'm Patrick, a former employee of Flavor Unit. I do promotions. And I used to bring records to you brothers in record pools and all of that stuff. To make a long story short, I just wanted to know what complements the music. It's like a history. I want to know about the equipment, because I'm doing a research for either documentary or small films. What complements the music? Is it the mixer or the turntable? Because I spoke to some OGs, they say it's the turntable, and some say it's the mixer. So which one complements the music better when y'all play with your vinyl?
Honestly, you know what? I feel like it's, you know what? Every whoever it is, you know what? They're not DJs, they're artists, man. And you know what? An artist does what he can with what he can. You know what? Like sometimes you don't have the best turntable, sometimes you don't have the best mixer. They do what they can and they sound the best with what they can, you know? So
from the invention of both of them, what it's like more a, if you had to do a story on one, the indifference, what's today's music look like with the audios and et cetera, and the turntable laptop, the fake turntable laptops and all that. Well, we'll compliment that.
To me, it's the turntable, but the mixer complements the turntable. It's the turntable first. Before there was the mixer, it was the turntable.
Copy that.
But the mixer complements the turntable, especially today's mixers.
That's what I was telling the OG that used to DJ over there by Studio 54 and Roxy's and et cetera, Spanish guy. So him and I was going at it.
Yeah, the mixers today with Serato, like the S9, S11, the features that it has on it. I don't even know all the features I got on the damn thing yet. I'm still figuring some things out here and there. But when you hear certain things like back in the day, they made it easy. For example, if you was mixing something and you wanted to, like, I was playing a record earlier to my dude, I was playing Sky, giving it to you. And I played the edit version where it had to stutter, right? So I said to him how it came a long way, how you can do that on the fly right now.
Right, but as you said, the turntable is the dominant one, because when we had home back in the days in the 70s or 60s, we had one turntable in the house. But when they was making that record, wasn't it made by turntables too? Or different type of SSL boards or, mixers, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, wasn't it made by mixers too, that album or that dub plate or that 45 or that reel to wheel? So,
right, it came from that, you know what I'm saying? So with those mixes and the rotary knobs and back in the day, the club joints, we worked with what we had and we made it sound dope.
Master T.
Yes, sir.
May I share that what I know of history, Herc innovating, bringing the Caribbean dual plates and repeating the rhythm.
Yeah, the dub plates. Yeah.
It was strictly without mixer. It was about dropping the needle at the time. The mixer came into play as innovation of not even a fader, but the mixer, as he said, rotary knob came into play to continue a continuous play of rhythm. And then we evolved to what we have now. As Master T said, on a spot we can extend the record from the 8 count or 4 count of place we found, which is now known as a loop. But
but like the Jamaican days, the early with the dub plates, they had the instrumentals, and they would just, when they finished, they would just bring the volume down and start it from the beginning and just drop the needle.
Right.
That's how it was going on.
No mixer, just 2 turntables.
Yo, my brother had a Radio Shack mixer, and he had some Pioneer, like old school, like he had one PL400, and the other one was like this, just like regular like Sony thing. And you know what? Like they were all belt driven, and you actually had to like push the fucking actual like fucking record, man. Like, cause like you had to catch the speed on it, man. And you know what? Like that's kind of like very fucking like, I feel like, you know what? That's what's curbed my shit. Like, I mean, like honestly, I just started getting into this, but like, you know what? Honestly, the push like that little push, man, that those little fucking belt driven fucking like tables, man, they're like everything, man. Like they like kind of hone in on your like, you know, your ear and kind of like just like your movement too, man.
Once again, Master T, you got one more. I see you over there packaging your stuff. I thought you was finna show off something else.
No, I'm just putting it to the side. If you, I can show you stuff all day. We can go. We can do this. This is no battle. It's just having fun.
I appreciate your answers, my man. I appreciate.
No,
your
I hope I answered you.
Sums it up, you know. And
I
kind
hope
of give me a
I helped you
conclusion.
out a little perspective. You know, I'm
all
not
you DJs, not just for you too. You know, I like everybody's input, but you know, that's now I know what my aim is when I'm getting ready to start writing.
Patrick Dig. Did I say your name right?
No, Patrick.
Okay. The what may you share? Are you willing to share just the concept of your research?
Well, I'll get to tell you this another time because I'm gonna work it out with Brother AD, and him and I are gonna build on this this idea that I have, and then it comes to you guys. Maybe you guys could partake in it and see if we could make magic out of this idea.
So right now we do this every Thursday, 8 to 10. This is called Vinyl Vitals. It's about the career of people with vinyl and the evolution and where they are now and how they started. And if you can come back anytime to just hear the dialect.
For the knowledge.
Yeah. It's knowledge and history, but it's us having fellowship. And
right.
Because people think this is obsolete, like we dinosaurs.
Yeah.
It's real.
I mean, for me, I'm learning from all of you guys, and you know what? You guys telling me a lot of this shit, man. Like, yo, like, I just started getting into this shit, and like, you motherfuckers are like soldiers. Like, you guys have been like from day one, and it's crazy, man. Like, you know what? All the people that I had kind of look up to, and idolize and everything. Like, you guys worked with them, and you guys like have been with them, and you guys been around them. That's just crazy to me, you know. That's just crazy to me, man. Like, you know what? Like,
that's why I said that's why I think this. I didn't mean to cut you off, brother. I was gonna say that's why I think this is like a real healthy, constructive conversation for the younger generations that may not be familiar with the vinyl community, with the DJ community in general. Like, it's
they're oblivious to it.
Yes. So this real constructive. Like, it's a constructive conversation. And all my young people that is watching, you know what I mean? I hope y'all learn something today, because I learned a lot every time I talk to these guys. Trust me.
Yeah.
And we haven't even talked about having a turntable and your arm broken, or the feet to your turntable done came off, and now it's leaning to one side. You got to get a piece of wood. We ain't talked about none of that stuff.
The RCA cables, one go bad.
And now they ground in the ground inside the turntable, and it don't
They're
work.
making it better. They're making it better.
Yeah.
They're making it better. They improving on it.
I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Art.
No, so like, you know what? Like, when Jonas came up like at that festival, and he's like, "Hey, your turntable keeps on cutting out." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Like, shit, my turntable been cutting. Like, you know what? Like, it's dope." And then he's like, "Nope, it's been cutting out." He's like, "Hold up, just wait a little minute." He's like, and then I heard it. I heard it on the monitor. And he told, like, actually, but like, I don't have monitors like that. Like, I'm not that like deep into it, you know, because like I'm playing from the speaker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're
still
at the level of selecting your records, and that's a great place to start. Selecting records and understanding your equipment are two different vocations of the DJ lifestyle. My opinion, not the truth. And as you progress in getting your selections together and knowing your equipment, you'll desire to get more equipment. As you see, Master T has just showed us he don't just like techniques. He got some pioneers. And then because you find yourself working multiple. I don't know why you find yourself working multiple pieces of equipment to finesse your vocational skill. That's my opinion. That's all.
No, but like from coming from an OG, like that shit was like really fucking like I'm like, what are you talking about, man? I'm like, and you even said it too. You're like the turntables are sounding great.
Yo,
But
SP, I got one for you.
the monitors was not like, you know what? The monitor was cutting out.
Yeah,
And I
that was
like
something
I
that
like
didn't
somebody
happen.
that's a professional fucking like I mean like he fucking like pulled it like he pulled it out the air and then I understood and then he's like, do you have another turntable? And I'm like, yeah, I got it coming right now.
Yeah, that was a good move with your wife. What were you gonna say, Craig?
Yo, I was you know that convention center in Gary, Indiana?
I want to go so bad.
I mean, back in the day, DJing for this chick named Treasure Chest.
Oh, okay. They got one coming up this Saturday for record store day. Go ahead.
My fader went out on me on stage during the middle of the set. They ain't know about up and downs.
Oh, because you just up and down. Your fader go up and down.
Yeah.
Start rocking up and down like.
Come out from channel to faders. Channels.
I'm talking about the fader collapsed in the mixer.
I know, and then you go to your channels.
I was like, what?
You had to make sure that fader was in the middle.
Yo, I think somebody sat on the set. The fader
I've seen somebody had to know they
fell
records.
into the mixer.
Look, I've seen somebody had to know their records and had to use the line phono switch.
That's easy. That's easy.
I mean, if you know how to play and you know your records, but if you don't know your records, it's not easy.
If you had a little Gemini 2200, you didn't have that luxury.
You didn't have that luxury.
No up and downs. That's it. No switch.
That's it. You're right.
That's it.
Now,
You get
to me,
busy
like,
with that little mixer.
Wasn't that the best mixer?
That was the best mixer I ever had. That little 2200 Gemini.
Listen, and we ain't talking about the version that came out like.
We ain't talking about the Grandmaster Flash version. We talking about the original.
The original joint.
$79 off the Lancey Street.
Can that go wrong?
It was great.
What's the first? Hold up. What's the first thing we did? Put clipper oil in the fader.
Yup, so DW40 or something. Something in that
shit was great.
But you know that mixer ain't last long.
AD, what you say?
I said it was great. It was like the color was great. Everybody had that shit.
No, I had the wood frame.
Had the wood frame on the sides.
Yeah, it was great because you pulled the fade out. That's why it was great.
You know what's so funny? Let me tell you something one time. So my fader broke and I did not know how to change it. Yo, I wound up getting up with oh my God, what's my brother name? He gonna kill me.
Oh my God, like
from third base, Richie Rich. I went to Richie Rich house in Brooklyn and he swapped it out for the Q.
What?
He swapped it out.
What? Did you say with a Q?
Yeah, with a Q.
This is some old shit, dude, because I can understand that because I fix sometimes my own turntables and like you know what, like my mixers. This just really like this.
It was the Q up and down. It wasn't the Q switch. It was a Q up and down. And he switched it out for me.
Look, that's another thing about being a DJ. You don't let nothing stop you, and you figure it out on the spot.
It just felt good. It just felt really good. Like something about that mixer, it just felt. And it was nice. It was the size of it and the way we used to put it in between our turntables with the calzone cases.
It was nothing in the way. It was just a crossfader. That's it.
Listen, and
nothing in the way.
And that's when you do your best tricks, Carries.
That little piece for the cue, you took that piece out, and that was it. You had nothing in your way.
And the mic too. That little piece with the mic and the cue. We took that off.
Little pieces out, and that was it.
Hey, can I ask the crowd a question? So, is basically your cue points better than your blending, or like I mean, like even in Serato, like you know what, like even in vinyl, like I mean, like how do you like how do you judge yourself? Like, you
Okay,
know
well,
what?
look, I'm gonna call it out. I'm gonna call it out. Master T, you first.
Q points is Q points, point blank. It's different than blending.
Yes,
They're
correct.
two different things.
Did Patrick, did you want to answer?
Oh, actually, I'm just absorbing because all of this malfunction technology hindering ways to continue the music and to get your equipments to perform the way it is. That's great that I'm listening to this. So please carry on and then I'll have to ask questions down the line another time about all these cues and this. So I'm loving it.
AD, you've been a performance DJ for the
Because
show.
with vinyl, you don't have Q points, man. Like
if you the Q points mattered or the blends into another song mattered.
Whatever Master T said.
You cheated.
Whatever Master T said.
Grace, come on, man. Tell us what it is.
I mean, every song is different. You got acapellas. You might want to chop in the beat. You might want to blend in the beat. You might want to make a beat out the beat with the acapella. There's so many different things you could do. It's just how you feel. I hate doing the same blend twice. I'd say that straight up now. I hate doing the same blend twice. I challenge myself on blends.
I think that question.
Yeah, but like, is a whack DJ somebody who does the same blend over and over again? Because, like, you know what? A crowd that doesn't know is not going to know. You know what? They'll do the echo out every song. And then, you know what? They're dope, right? They're dope, right? But for somebody that doesn't, like, know and at the laziest, they'll keep on doing that over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying?
Well, if you go to the same party and hear that, if you go to the same party and hear that shit over and over, you're gonna think the DJ played the shit over and over. But the DJ don't go to the same, you don't go to the same party the DJ go to. So of course he gonna play differently. I'm sure Kid Capri plays the same music he played in each city. He's got a different format of what he's playing.
All right. So if you know you around some motherfuckers that know that, you know what, like, yo, show me what you got, because you know what, we in the same community, right? That's something different. But for the crowd that is unbeknownst, they don't care about what the fuck they're listening to. They just want to dance, though. But like, you know what, you could play that same bullshit, like, you know what, like the same transition over and over again.
All I want to say,
because I see it a lot, man. Like, you know what? Not to talk bad about a friend of mine, but like I can always hear it in his fucking mixes, and to me, I'm like, yo, I don't even know how motherfuckers are paying you for this shit, man. I don't.
That's the magic word.
I just want to say
paying him.
All I want to say is that if it's hot, it's hot. I don't care. If it's a hot blend, it's a hot blend. That's it.
That's it.
That's
yeah, but like,
I don't know how many times you play it. If it was hot, if it was hot, we did it.
If you're echoing out like every single song,
that's his style.
You know what? Like,
that's just his style.
Hey, Dave. There was an era where the fast breaks and short just choruses of songs made the party. They played no verses, only hooks and choruses. And they would slam it in.
But that was early 20s. But that was early,
hold on, Dave. So
during the Little John type of during the Little John type of shit, right?
Yeah, hold on. So when that was happening, it became repetitive and popular. So people who never knew a group and max BPMs fell off because it was a big thing to just know the cue point. This before Serato, know your cue points. It's almost like battle DJing or turntablism. They had around just choruses and hooks. They would buy whole albums and tape the whole album and only have it at chorus and hooks. So every DJ varies per event. So your style or your desire of listening.
You know what? Don't talk about my style.
Shut up. But
shut the fuck up. No,
not you particularly.
Don't talk shit about me, man.
I'm not specifically talking about you, but your ear. What I'm saying is, you as a listener, party goer, can enjoy something without the DJ knowing or caring. The DJ is only going to present what he either is looking at the crowd. So every situation is different. What you're saying is that person irritates you with echo. That's all I hear.
Well, I'm just saying that, you know what? They're playing good music. Like they're a tastemaker, right? Or they're like a selector, right? But like there's nothing exciting about their set because they're just transitioning to one to the other in the same like thing. So like they're just using the basic, like, you know what? I guess the basic how can I say
if I may interject,
the basic functions of a controller, or you know what, like just Serato. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but you know what? Let me interject. At the end of the day, is the DJ playing good music?
You know what?
Yes or no?
Hey, okay. So
yes or no? Is he playing good music?
Master T. So like we are all here because like we're all selectors and we all have a taste in music. And you know what? People vibe with us, right? They vibe with us. You know what? You have a taste, dude. You like honestly, like you would not be one of the biggest DJs in the world or whatever because like you didn't have a taste or a style that nobody could mimic. But it's not like, you know what? Like you came from a younger age than us, right?
And that's what I'm saying. Every crowd is different. It's up to the DJ to pay attention, and the DJ know that every crowd is different. So the people, some people are going to like it or not like it. When
Yeah,
Chop
but like
the Screw
you know what? It's
Dave,
like
Dave. When Chop the Screw came out or EDM, those are genres people love, and they don't want to hear anything else.
So.
Fucking
But
Chop
that
the
being
Screw
said,
by the Pusher House there.
is there's different levels to that,
Yeah, you
right?
talk about DJ Mike Watts.
There's different levels
DJ
to that.
Screw.
You know what?
All
EDM.
he's really doing is an old New York style. He just slowed the record down.
Or Chop and Screwed, or just like, you know what, drill music too, man. Like there's a lot of fucking like, you know what, levels to that shit.
Yeah,
It's the way
and that's your question. You answering your own question. There's so many levels on the vocation and the audience. There is no one way to do anything as long as they're rocking the party.
Right.
Exactly. That's the point I'm trying to make. If he's playing good music, I don't know what he's doing. What transitions? If it works, it works. If it sounds good, it sounds great.
Yeah, but like, you know what? Like honestly, like so I was in a nightmare of so like here. I'm gonna give an example, right? A real life example. So I went like, I mean, like, you know, I'm starting off, right? And I went off and you know what? I was like dealing with somebody that, you know what, she wanted to like, you know, bring me in and whatever. But not only was her professionalism like really bad, but like the music she just played, it was just all like, you know what, just this drill and whatever and everything. And, you know, it got the party going at the end, but when the equipment and everything was cutting out and everything, it was like a total nightmare.
Well, Dave, that's part of not being a DJ and being a DJ. Some people make it work, as we talked about, faders dying, and also paying attention to your crowd. So every situation is different. They talked about being in Europe and saying giving Europe extensive time because what else is there to do?
No, but like, you know what? Like honestly, even with you, Sunil, and like even with like the people I've been hanging with you, we're like, you guys are always prepared, bro. Like, you know what? It must be like, you know what, years of doing this, and that's fine. But like, you know what? Like when I dealt with somebody that I thought was very experienced in this, like sometimes they're the most unprofessional people. Like, you know,
it sounds like this is going somewhere where it don't need to go. But let me just say this: at the end
Oh,
of the
I'm sorry,
day,
man.
I just want to
Master
say
T,
I appreciate
this is
I
this
appreciate this
proud
platform. I appreciate everyone that's on this panel. I want to thank you so much for having
Recording
me.
stopped.
Go ahead. I hear you.
And I just want to say that, you know, hopefully we can do this again. I'm just trying to just be humble, say the same way I am. Try to do this Master Lab, Master T thing.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
I got a question for you real quick.
I was just gonna say, what are they saying on your podcast?
Oh
He
no,
always
the troll babies ain't out tonight. The troll babies ain't out tonight. They be actually being cool and soaking everything in tonight, so that's a good thing. But they actually asking, how could they get in contact with you via social media or anything if they wanted to get some work in?
Hey, Master T, thank you for everything, man. I love your input, man. Thank you. You blessed us with some gems, man.
DJ_Master_T. That's how you get at me. At the real DJ Master T. That's how you get at me.
There y'all have it. There y'all have it. There y'all have it.
On all social media, the real DJ Master T.
Yes. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna be hitting you up. I want to
think-
hear what you got.
None of y'all broke ass motherfuckers be trying to
Thank
hit him up
you.
either.
Come me with no BS. But at the same time, like I said, I appreciate the gentleman and the queen that's on this podcast tonight. I want to thank AD for facilitating the situation. His wife, his lovely wife, the queen. You know what I'm saying? She's incredible. You know what I'm saying? So all I can do is just say thank you for them for making this facilitate for y'all. You know, and that's what I can say.
Appreciate you, brother. I definitely appreciate
I mean,
it.
from the bottom of my heart. You know what I mean?
I definitely appreciated this conversation.
I just want, like I said, I know it's getting late. You know, I'm gonna try to walk my dog. I'm gonna try to walk Hashi before the night over.
Hashi, the star of the night. I want
to,
AD. I want to really thank you. I can't wait till we come your way. And Smoke City Radio, thank you for extending the interview into the nation. Grown Manish podcast, always here with the innovative concept by him not living this lifestyle. We thank you for being here. And once again, Master T, you have enlightened the whole culture, sharing your whole origin and lifestyle with us here on Vinyl Vitals. Once again, we would love to have you join the town hall as we are here after 10 o'clock when the show ends, and ask very elaborate questions and be as insightful as AD was on your interview.
Right. We gotta do this again. We'll do this again. This ain't the last time.
Yeah, because I know you got some more smoke on that vinyl.
I got some smoke.
Hey, man, I got some smoke too. I got some smoke. I know I'm blackface right now because, like, you know what? Like, I don't have no profile picture, but I got some shit for you.
I gotta go. And I just want to say I appreciate y'all. Once again, I'd like to say big up to the whole vinyl situation. This is a beautiful thing. I'd like to thank AD, the facilitator. I'd like to thank the brand ambassador, Elizabeth. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. And once again, thank you.
Yo, T, good looking out, baby. Good looking out, my brother.
That's what we do, baby. It's what family do. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know how we do.
Yes, sir.
Master Lab, baby. Master Lab.
It is what it is, man. Stand up on it. Stand up. Stand up. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah, you salute. Oh.
Thank you.
Master T, thank you for all the answers and questions.
No, thank you.
Gratitude.
I appreciate
and
you.
Keep up the good work.
I really appreciate
Much
you.
gratitude for real, dude. Like, thank you.
So, brothers, you already know what it is. I want to say thank you once again. You have
Peace
a good
and
week.
blessings. Stay
love, and be well and be safe.
Yes, indeed.